After the Deshaun Watson stuff.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the Wishbone Shotgun Podcast, part of the Sports Insanity Network. Tonight is our live draft extravaganza. Yeah, I'm using big words tonight. Round 1, 2022 NFL Draft in Las Vegas tonight. We're live. We'll follow around with picks, talk about them, break them down as they come along. I'm Mike Rifkin, joined as always by Noah Tremley and Tom Russos from the Wishbone Shotgun Podcast. But joining us from the Sports Insanity Podcast, we have Mark Oldops, Guy Halpern, Danny Boy, Reginald Dan Ryan's. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing
We
well.
are excited.
Best time of the year for football fans.
Let's go Jets. Got 2 picks and haven't traded any of them yet.
Nothing is done yet.
Stay
I was about
that
to
way.
say, the clock hasn't started yet, Dan.
Clock has not started on anyone or anything.
Yeah.
The Jets will be picking 4 and 10 as of right now.
Exactly. We have to
Things
stay that
could
way.
change
Right, Tommy?
in a
Gotta
matter
stay
of
that way.
moments.
This is a big draft for the Jets. They're one of the teams that, if they're going to get this rebuild rolling, they need to hit these picks tonight. So let's do
Oh
it.
my God, I can't wait, bro.
Or they're going to be the typical Jets. The Jets have been probably one of the worst drafting teams of the past decade. There's some bit worse ones too.
I think over the last 5 years, them and the Giants have the worst record in football. Something like
It's
that.
like Darrell Revis.
Darrell Revis is actually doing a pick tomorrow night for the Jets. He's
Yeah,
announcing
very
a
cool.
pick.
They picked
That's
a good
fun.
Jet to come do that.
By the way, the 2 best ever former players to announce picks, Pat McAfee, when he did it in Tennessee against the Titans.
Mike, as we learned at WrestleMania, Pat McAfee's just amazing at everything.
Pat McAfee's the man. Shout out Pat McAfee and the boys.
Yeah. Is he
And
announcing?
the other one was David Akers on the Cowboys when they moved up to Dallas Goddard. That was a great.
Oh my God, yeah.
Uh,
Cowboys got their revenge a year later by taking CeeDee Lamb.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So speaking of that, I just wanted to throw this out there before the draft starts. Who is the team that you think is willing to trade tonight?
Dallas is moving up.
I think Dallas is moving up too. I think they have somebody that they want really
They
badly.
want Penning.
Penning,
yeah. Most reminds them of Travis Frederick and Zach Martin.
Yeah, I think they move up for an offensive lineman, one of the top ones.
I wonder about one of these teams for a quarterback. Would Pittsburgh do it? Would
If
New
he's
Orleans
there, Kenny
do
Pickett
it?
could go to Pittsburgh. If he's
I was
there.
going to say most of my mocks, I think I put Kenny Pickett at 20 because why
Yeah.
not?
That's where I have him
Yeah.
with the Steelers.
And I don't know if this is going to happen, or maybe they'll even want Malik Willis. They could. Weren't they pretty high on him? Or
At this point, I'm convinced Malik Willis is going to Seattle.
Threat.
I have Malik Willis going to Carolina at 6.
Ooh,
Oh,
I can
this is
see
why
that.
it's such a fun draft because nobody knows what the heck is going to happen tonight.
Yeah, that's almost better than having established players. Is that everyone's just kind of even. We don't know, like we said, we don't know where anyone's going to go.
If I asked you what's the biggest lock pick of the night, I mean, there's really none of them unless maybe Trayvon Walker. Everyone seems to think is going to go first, but that could not happen.
Kayvon Thibodeau could still go first.
I guess Ice Cube is the master of ceremonies tonight.
Yes. Ice Cube's on the stage hugging Roger Goodell.
I think. Yeah, there's a lot of teams. Anyone who trades back to get
Carolina's looking to trade back. The
Well-
Giants, I've read, are open to trading back from 7.
And
The
KC
Giants
is
should
looking
trade.
to take a large jump up by offering half their picks. They want to be up in the top 10. And they're willing to trade pretty much their whole draft class. They want
who do they-
Drake London
Oh,
to
really?
replace Tyreek
And I've
Hill.
heard Houston is looking to move up from 13. Those
Yes.
are the things I've heard. in
Houston's
round
also
one.
looking at possibly
Wait, move up from 13 when they're already 3?
So they're going to keep 3.
Right.
But from 13, they want to move up into inside the top 10 again.
Oh, so they want 2 top 10.
They
picks.
want
Wow,
2
that's-
top
right.
players.
That's
There's
a
good
heavy
chance
asking
they're going to
price.
want a pass rusher that falls around there. They're going to see their guy on the board and maybe they'll do it because I don't think
Maybe.
they're going to take
I
pass
think
rush
it's-
with their first pick. That's number
Yeah.
3.
now we
I
know
think
Dan
it's-
is sorry, we know
Go
Dan
ahead.
is sweating right now because we all know that the Jets are keeping 4. They're not trading 4. That's obvious.
Yeah.
The
But they
10th
could
spot-
trade 10.
They have now have 8 different teams who have called them. Obviously, San Francisco, Dallas, Seattle. I don't know how Seattle. It makes no sense, but and the Rams. I don't understand that either. The Rams and Seattle seem like fodder to me. Dan?
Sorry, I'm just lost because I'm.
No, it's fine.
Between talking baseball,
Jaguars
football,
are on
and
the
all-
clock on my TV just to let
Okay.
everyone know.
They're about to probably go on mine.
So Jacksonville's on the clock officially.
Yes.
Okay.
9 minutes.
Officially.
So
I'm lost for it. I'm sorry.
okay. Let's go to Jacksonville for a minute because they do have the number 1 pick for the second straight year. They took Trevor Lawrence last year.
Mhm.
And then there was the debauchery of hiring Urban Meyer,
Oh my God.
A grinder.
the grinder, kicking kickers. The list goes on and on. They've hired Doug Peterson as their new head coach. If you have a wide receiver on the trading block, blame the Jaguars for giving Christian Kirk $21 million a year.
Pretty much, yeah. That
However, Mike, if you read that contract, which I have, he only counts 1.5 against the cap this year and 12 next year, and then they can release him. He will never see 21 million a year.
He sees 20 million
That's true.
written out on that contract.
pretty much. But yeah, for Jacksonville here, to me, it's 2 guys. It's either Hutchinson or Thibodeau. They got to go edge rusher,
Ooh.
and so it's either Hutchinson or Thibodeau.
Well,
Thibodeau
all
don't
the
go
buzz,
wrong.
and
I like
I
it.
don't always think the buzz is right, is saying they want Trayvon Walker. The betting odds for Trayvon Walker are like minus 450. I don't know. That means these people think it's almost nearly a lock that they're going to take Trayvon
Yeah,
Walker.
it's one of those 2. It's Walker or Thibodeau.
Right. Well, Walker
Oh,
or
sorry.
Hutchinson.
I said Hutchinson. I'm sorry. I said Thibodeau.
I would take Hutchinson. I think Hutchinson's better than both of them.
I would basically it's one of those 3. It's one of the edge rushers. I think Jacksonville's going edge because they had I think they had the worst sacks in the league last year. did they
Atlanta
not?
was last.
I believe Jacksonville was near the bottom too.
Jacksonville's probably near the bottom. They picked up Josh Allen's 5th-year the other Josh Allen's 5th-year option. That way I don't upset Bill's Mafia.
So
Sorry,
let's
Carson.
also not forget the Jaguars drafted Trevor Lawrence because he fell into their lap because the Jets couldn't finish the choke. Then they picked Travis Etienne, who we don't even know if he's good yet because the ACL or whatever injury he
List
had.
Frank. Yeah, he had List Frank.
So just real quick, the Jaguars were 5th worst in sacks with only 32 in the whole season.
So an edge rusher. here
Atlanta
makes
was
no
last. I think
sense.
they had 18.
Yes, Atlanta was last. KC was pretty bad too, and so was Detroit. So
Well, Detroit's going to take whoever Jacksonville doesn't. They're a 2.
right.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, it's between the 3 edge rushers, between Thibodeau, if they really like Thibodeau, Hutchinson, or Trayvon Walker. And then I think Detroit takes their pick of those 3.
Here's my advice to Detroit. If Jacksonville takes Trayvon Walker, I am running to the podium. I write down the name Aiden Hutchinson on the little card.
Yes. Yeah.
And I yell that from the podium. It's Aiden Hutchinson.
And if the Jaguars take him, then take Trayvon Walker.
See,
Right.
Trayvon
Take
Walker
whoever you
goes to the
want.
Jags, and the Lions don't take Aiden Hutchinson. He's a Jet because I don't think the Texans are going to take Aiden Hutchinson.
No,
They
Texans
have more
are
pressing
set
need.
with Gardner at 3.
So
I
we'll
don't
see
know
if the
about
Lions
you think-
pass on him
Oh.
too. Then he's a Jet.
Wait, you
Yeah.
think Gardner at 3? I think
Yes.
Stingley at 3.
See, you look at both of them together, they're 2 amazing young prospects. I happen to think Gardner has a little bit more upside because he's a little bit more physical and he's a little bit, I mean, when we're talking speed, 0.2 seconds isn't a lot except in football. Okay.
Mhm.
And this kid looks good. And that's what Houston in my sees their number 1 need as a cornerback.
And
Gardner fits
and
that.
Gardner's played well his 4 years. Stingley had a really good season in 19. 2020, I don't think he played due to COVID, and then he got hurt early last season.
Yeah, he was
So I
playing
wonder
very,
if
very
that
well
hurts
before the
his
injury.
stock a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, he was cornerback 1 for a while, and he was still playing well even in 2021, I believe, before he got injured again. So basically, you have an elite player here, but he could be really injury prone. So Ahmad Gardner, we don't have as much of that problem. He had less competition because he was in Cincinnati. They're both amazing. I would be fine with either of them. But I would hope a team that has some good strength and conditioning, is good with injuries, would get Stingley because he could be, we don't know yet.
I also wonder because I think, Tom, you brought up a point on Hutchinson. Let's say, argument's sake, it goes Trayvon Walker, Thibodeau, and maybe Houston doesn't love Hutchinson. They love someone else. I wonder if a team who does love Hutchinson, who may be behind the Jets, whether it's the Giants at 5 or not Carolina,
gives Houston a trade offer they can't refuse.
Offers Houston, hey, we want to jump up a couple of spots because we want Aiden Hutchinson.
That would be an interesting phone call. I wish we could get the feed from that.
That's just something to consider because I don't think anyone saw anything like that.
I could definitely see it. I think it's a good thing to consider. I could think the Giants could do it if they really want Hutchinson.
Yeah,
I could see them doing it.
Now, keep in mind, I'm a little behind, guys, on my stream, so I will be a little.
I'm trying to read the names off of Tom's screen, to be honest with you.
I've got it as close as I can. I don't know if it's...
No, you're good. You're good.
Do you want me to say who's picked as soon as it's picked, or do I not say anything to nothing?
No, go ahead and announce it.
Good, because that's what we're here for.
I'll be behind, so I'd like to hear it.
Or if
Dan
really
is announcing the number 4 pick.
Who is announcing
Dan
number
will
4?
Announce the number 4 pick. So let's see how excited he gets.
Man, the tone we're gonna get on number 4.
The funny thing is, this year I like so many of these guys in the top 10 that I'm probably gonna be happy no matter what, unless they pull like a Seattle move and take like Jermaine Johnson, who I think is good, but I wouldn't want him at 4.
No,
then I would be a little pissed.
Or it's gonna be some random dude you've never heard of.
Hey, you're like, who's this guy?
The only thing that would piss me off is if Hutchinson is there and they take Jermaine Johnson. I'll be like, yeah, that's no. Hutchinson's got the floor. He's gonna contribute right away. I think most people would agree. That's who I want. I don't need more projects.
To me, that's his upside against Walker, but Walker is beyond capable to play in the NFL as well. Either one of them make Jacksonville better. I just think Hutchinson is just the better of the two of them.
Yeah. They're both going to be stars. I'm not afraid to say it on live TV.
National Treasures football
All right.
in 2023 is gonna be huge.
Do you guys want early draft pick news, or do y'all want
give it to us? What's going on?
It's announced. Well, Trayvon Walker's probably going to go to Jacksonville. That's what everyone's saying.
Well, Goodell's at the podium.
I'm cursing him out in my mind. They took Walker 1.
Oh,
Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker goes number 1.
Detroit, we're sprinting Detroit. We're on the move. It's Aiden Hutchinson.
So now Hutchinson, you can't. What did I say, Mark, on the podcast?
You were 100% right.
Can't take the Michigan boy out of Michigan.
Oh boy,
is he? I was about to say, like, why is he so pissed off? He's not.
No, he's not. So far, Dan and Adam are in the lead.
Okay. Oh boy. Here's my thing on this, and I've seen people talk about this. He can play inside, outside, and he can even play in coverage if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time taking him because every part of that Georgia defense was elite. I can't tell if one guy stood out or not.
Yeah, how do you tell who's the standout and who's not?
Oh.
Yeah,
that's always kind of the guy I love on the Georgia defense is Jordan Davis. He'll probably be picked in the teens tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. All right.
Everybody else in this room except for Ross had Aiden Hutchinson going, but Adam and Dan both have the first correct picks.
Okay.
Yep. I will say I would have believed the buzz, but I put mine in before Twitter broke up that it was going to be Trayvon Walker. So I thought Aiden Hutchinson was their pick for the longest time.
Dan did say this on SIP. And I was sitting there going back and forth to move Trayvon Walker up and then to see. And then I was like, no, this guy has just a little bit more. But Dan was right. You can't take Michigan.
Detroit's pick is in.
Oh, that
I wonder who they're taking.
That's Aiden Hutchinson.
Mike, they might have sprinted to the podium.
They might have sprinted. Detroit, if you're listening, and I know you are, if you sprinted to the podium, this is easy. This is easy.
And Hutchinson
Please
stays in
take
Michigan.
Kayvon Thibodeau. I actually really want them to take Kayvon
Of course.
Thibodeau. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
being greedy.
that was quick for Detroit. They didn't really take their time.
They
knew it.
knew.
They
But I
basically
think this
said
pick will be Aiden Hutchinson. I agree, Mike. They ran.
they basically said whichever one Jaguars don't take, we're taking. If they take Hutchinson, we're taking Walker. If they take Walker, we're taking Hutchinson.
Never forget what Dan Campbell said at his introductory press conference for the
Bite
Lions.
them kneecaps.
Bite them kneecaps off. Aiden Hutchinson was a Wolverine. He could bite those kneecaps. Unless he was X-Men Wolverine, then he would just slash those kneecaps.
You watch the tape on this kid? How he
On Hutchinson?
On Hutchinson, watching him bull over some of the biggest linemen.
He's a bully, man.
Yeah.
Just watch the Ohio State game. He takes that over.
I was so
the
impressed.
Ohio State game.
100%. He takes it right over.
What percent chance do you give that the Lions just take Malik Willis right now?
If the Lions
That would
take
piss
off
Malik
Jared
Willis,
Goff.
I'm getting Dan Campbell on here at some point, and we're gonna have words.
If you wanted a quarterback, you could have easily traded back.
See,
Yes.
I think they're at 32 because they have the last pick due to the Stafford trade.
Or Al Capaldi.
Yeah.
They can get a quarterback there, or if they can bump that up.
Right, yeah.
There's
Because
going
they
to be
have
a team in the 20s who will be willing to trade
well,
down.
they have what? They have like 3 picks in the second round, right? Or 2 picks? Early in the second
Probably.
round.
Right. So if they want to move up from 32, they can package that with another second. Say, hey, I'm only using this team as an
All right.
example.
Okay, here we go.
New England.
There it is.
Yep.
It is Aiden Hutchinson.
There you go.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Listen, I'm taking credit for this, Detroit. I'm so taking credit.
All right, now let's see if the man from Michigan totally gets the culture of the Detroit Lions. I think he does.
I think he will too. And here's the thing. He's not going to be expected right away to turn things around because what's the expectation for Detroit next year?
Right.
Just show some improvement.
Yes.
Right.
Just because I think they're truly giving Goff a chance. I think they're saying, look, we think you can be a quarterback in this league. We'll let you have the job for a couple of years and try to build around you and make the defense better as part of that with Hutchinson.
I think it'll be interesting to see what they do at 32.
That will be interesting because
if they could either take one of the guys if they're there, they can bump up to see one of the guys are there, or they could trade 32. And I'm just pulling something out of my rear end. Take 32, give that to Cleveland, and Baker Mayfield's a Detroit Lion.
Yeah, but he's not going to want to back up Goff.
No, but they'll find someone to take Goff on.
Probably. See, here's the other thing that's interesting because I swear a couple months ago, no one had a single quarterback going in the first round. Maybe Malik Willis falls all the way to 32 and they go, all right, well, if he's there, we'll take him.
I feel like someone would trade up, but who knows?
The next pick is going to set the tone for this draft. We knew 1 and 2 was going to be a combination of these two guys.
I think it's an offensive lineman.
You think Houston goes offense?
I think Houston goes protection.
They need secondary help, and Gardner's the best there is.
Mark, you're missing the point. They need everything.
Here's the thing, though.
I gotta say, last year their offensive line was horrible. I wouldn't be surprised if they give the most sacks. So I would prioritize the tackle, but they got 13 too. They're going to figure something out.
Right.
They could take anyone here, and I don't think anyone's going to say, "Oh, that's terrible," unless they're one of those teams who goes, "Oh, hey, Malik Willis, what's up?"
Yeah.
I mean, they traded Deshaun Watson. That controversy's over in Houston. He's no longer there. Davis Mills is the guy.
Have you guys ever watched the movie Draft Day?
Yes.
With Kevin Costner, yes.
It's Adam's tradition to watch that movie.
I watch it every year. That's since it's come out.
You and Adam need a watch party.
I watch it every year.
Man, we should set up.
And I only wish we had a GM like that, Noah.
Yeah, right.
Who can trade away all your first picks, trade away all your second picks, get your first round pick.
I would not be surprised if this pick is either Stingley, it could be Gardner. If they want to go Charles Cross, I think they could do that.
Any of the linemen.
Any of the linemen.
Ekwonu, Neal.
Neal would be
I would take Ekwonu if I was them right now. That would be my pick.
Well, remember that they restructured Laramie Tunsil's deal, so I think they basically gave him two more years on that. So
You know, they
Listen,
just
without
lost.
the gas mask.
Oh yeah,
listen,
he's
he's selling it
shitty
off as an NFT or something.
Yes.
Here's another thing to remember. They just lost Justin Reed to KC. Maybe they go safety with Hamilton.
I
That
think you can get Hamilton at 13 though.
even lower
Maybe.
than that.
Vikings.
Unless
Maybe
the
they won't
Commanders
think so.
become happy.
The pick is in for the Texans. I would take the tackle. We'll see though. If
I'm
they take
saying-
Gardner, I'm fine with it.
I'm sticking
And
with
that's-
I'm sticking with my gut. I'm saying Stingley.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
so-
Gardner.
Sticking with my
so
gut,
word-
Houston,
word-
you have a problem.
Word
Lovie Smith.
around is that it is Stingley going to.
Wow.
Told you.
Ooh,
I knew it.
That would stink.
This is going to be an interesting top
Okay.
10.
I'm okay with that. Let them take.
Interesting. That means Thibodeau's going to the Jets if that's the case.
Yeah, I think that's
Thibodeau or
Thibodeau.
Gardner to the Jets. I think
Well, that.
Could the Jets go an offensive lineman?
it
They
depends
need it.
because
Well,
they really could.
I've been saying they should draft offense, not defense. But typical Jets, they're going to draft defense because
well,
they always need defense.
Mm-hmm.
their tackle situation now is Mekhi Becton, who hasn't been healthy and has issues all over basically, and
Right.
George Fan, who's about to turn 30 and is average.
Yeah.
So maybe
So
you
they
take
could
maybe,
definitely take one of these tackles.
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like Vera Tucker though. He's terrific.
Oh, Vera Tucker's a great. He can play guard, and I think he might be able to play center too. He's been
Yeah, so maybe you
helping.
want to boost up the line with a Neal or an
Yeah.
Aquanu
The
or
reason-
a Cross.
The reason Michael Carter had a pretty good rookie season and Le'Veon Bell, I couldn't do anything, was because we had good guards in place. For the
Yeah,
most part.
exactly.
Except
And
for
Michael-
Greg Van Roten, who is.
I say
horrible.
Michael Carter,
Got
like,
Jack Roten.
Greg Van Rotten.
Greg Van Roten, who actually got Mekhi Becton hurt, which a lot of people don't talk about. It was kind of his fault on the play. What happened? He kind of got knocked into.
Here we go.
Dan, I don't know if I told you because I told Tom this earlier. There was a report that Mekhi Becton at one point last year weighed over 400 pounds.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Pick.
I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah, that's fine. Houston is picking.
Yeah.
Derek Stingley.
Ooh,
I knew it.
Go
I knew they
Noah
were-
with the call.
I gotta tell you, I wonder how much influence Lovie Smith had.
You don't
Probably
know
a
that was
lot.
a great call.
Yeah, I knew that. To me, Stingley seemed like the better option.
So if you're, because there was a report this morning that they want to move up from 13. Adam shared it with us in our group chat.
He did.
So I'm wondering if that means they want an edge rusher. I wonder if that's what that means. They want to move up for one of the edge guys.
To me, it's
Or-
either edge
Or
or
they
lineman.
move up for Hamilton and try to create a dynamic duo in the secondary.
Now that honestly, I would not be against. But see, I think they could wait until 13 to take Hamilton.
All I know is this is just looking better for Dallas right now. Because if some of these big time offensive linemen, Equin and Neal, keep falling, will Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones pull the trigger to get one of the two of them?
I look, if we end up with a Quanu or Cross or
You're not.
Or Zion,
Unless you
I'll
move
even
up
look,
inside of the top 10, you're not.
I
Straight up.
want Penning or Zion Johnson. Those are the two
I will
I
say
think would-
this because the Giants are taking one of the two at 5 or 7, no matter. And I think Carolina's going to take one because no matter if it's Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Jimmy Garoppolo, or Jake Delhomme, they have to protect the quarterback too. Even if that quarterback is seeing ghosts.
I would say, yeah, I had Carolina taking a lineman. I had him taking, I believe I had him taking
Cross, yeah. I think
Yeah,
my
so-
mocks I had him take a Cross, or one of them I had him take a Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I had no. I
And
had
listen,
Malik
honestly-
that's not off the table there either.
Well, that's the thing. The quarterbacks are the biggest wild card in this whole draft.
which is unusual.
Quarterback could go 6. A quarterback could not even go in the first round.
Oh my God, it's so
When was the
depressing
last time
reading
a
the
quarterback
pop-ups
didn't
on
go
the
top
screen.
3.
So going back to the Baker Mayfield draft era, where we had all those great quarterbacks come out.
Mm,
The
Great.
Jets took Sam Darnold,
mm.
which I was against. However, the Jets seem very confident in Zach Wilson, as we saw last year. He did have some shots of brilliance. This would be a spot, I agree with Dan, to get an offensive lineman, but Thibodeau is there. It's a big question. Are you going to take a good pass rusher, or you're going to protect Zach Wilson.
I don't.
Or do
Go
you
ahead,
cover Jalen Waddle, Stephon Diggs, and now Tyreek Hill?
You know, it really comes down to how much of an issue. What don't we know about Mekhi Becton's situation? There's probably a
That's
lot
a
we maybe
huge-
don't know. And
If
if
he's-
there's more we don't know, they're taking a tackle.
Yeah, if they think Mekhi Becton's fine, then they might stay away from tackle. But if he's not, they're taking one of the tackles, and it's probably
What
gonna be
about
Evan
guard,
Neal.
Tom? How are they at guard?
They're solid at guard for now. They definitely don't need that in the first. I mean, if they took even Ahmad Gardner here, I wouldn't be shocked because the Jets don't have a good corner. This is one of the worst teams in the league. They give up 30 points a game last year, so they could legitimately take anything right now. But if the Mekhi Becton stuff is true and not some smokescreen, tackle's most important. You got to protect your quarterback,
Yeah.
Especially Zach Wilson needs time.
Well,
Yeah,
look
one of those
look at so many teams in the league. What makes a team like exponentially better? A great offensive line.
Yep, the trenches, the battle of the trenches.
Yeah.
Where you
Right.
can legally assault somebody on the other team and only get flagged.
Look at the two teams who are in this. Look at the difference in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Joe
Yeah.
Burrow was gotten to by the Rams and all playoff long. They couldn't protect him. So
Can I
what
just
is
say
it?
Can I just say something? By the way, a lot of people do redrafts when the draft comes around. And I just want to say I saw a redraft today that had the Bengals in 2020 take Herbert over Burrow.
No, that
Like,
is
no.
that is nonsensical.
No, that
That
makes
is
no sense.
outrageous.
No
That
disres-
is-
No disrespect to Herbert.
no.
But,
But-
quarterback.
I'm going to
Burrow-
disrespect Herbert here.
Well, like
I'm gonna
here's
All right.
the thing. I see Burrow in the Hall of Fame already. Herbert, I don't know.
Here's the one thing that'll cancel everything out.
Okay.
Burrow went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got draft news.
What's the
Oh,
news?
oh, is it in?
Tommy, Sauce Gardner.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Is that
Wow.
reported?
Yeah, multiple reporting it.
I believe it.
Are you getting this on Twitter?
Yeah,
Dan? Okay.
it's like
Well, I'll say one thing: if Kayvon Thibodeau ends up being really, they may have had character concerns or something, or maybe they just think Carl Lawson's going to come back from this injury and be amazing. I would be very cautious, banking on Carl Lawson after a terrible injury.
You still need someone opposite him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
You know,
Jets
that-
could end
that's
up.
good.
Listen, at 10, if Jermaine Johnson's there now, that's going to be the pick.
Unless the Jets make a decision to trade it to San Francisco to bring Debo in.
Mhm.
I
Well,
mean,
that
that's
could
still a
happen depending who's
possibility.
there.
That's still a possibility.
If there's someone there at 10 and the Jets are willing to give it up, that is going to happen. Or the Jets, I keep thinking they're going to take Jamison Williams, but who knows what'll happen.
Well, if I figured if the Jets kept it, they were taking a wide receiver, not hit Drake London.
no. I would keep it and definitely go for wide receiver. I
See
think
which one's there.
Especially
Yeah,
you have to
I-
pay
good.
Debo a lot of money.
You can have the pick of the crop. At
I-
10.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming you're
Oh.
only going to see one off the
I-
board.
Okay. I just want to say this real quick. Did you guys see what they did before the draft?
Meaning,
They
Meaning-
held a moment of silence for Dwayne Haskins.
yes.
Yes.
That's good on them.
Yes.
Yes.
It was very, very appropriate.
Terrible story.
Yeah.
So very sad. So condolences to Dwayne Haskins' friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to bring it down. I just wanted to
Yeah.
say that,
He
Yeah,
was
I know.
younger than us.
which is
Yeah.
insane. That's just
Yeah.
crazy to think about.
Yeah. So
So I
sad.
think I will say I think Jets fans are going to be they're going to think that they want a Thibodeau, I think, but Gardner's going to
They're
be
gonna
a
get a
good
little
point.
There was a
saucy.
lot of reports that Thibodeau could fall like Randy Moss did due to off-field concerns.
Mhm. But there was this whole thing about character concerns. They
Right.
think he could have issues. I don't know the full extent of it. I think it may have played a part.
And here's the thing. I
Here's the
think
pick we're gonna see for
I think
sure.
we've learned for
Here we go. Here we go. Jets at 4.
Yep. Wow.
There it is.
Ahmad Gardner.
Wow.
You know what? Again, I don't hate it because you've got to defend Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs.
That's a good point. And
Tyreek
they
Hill
have trust
now.
in Mekhi Becton, probably. They have more trust in
Or Tom, remember they got 2 early in the second round too. They can always go there in the second round.
Rifkin
Don't
picked
forget
that.
the Jets have 35 and 38 tomorrow.
Yeah. So, did they sign a corner also? Because I know they signed the safety from Tampa, Whitehead.
DJ Reed from Seattle.
Okay. I think he played for Sala in San Francisco. So now you got 2
Yeah.
starting corners.
Yep, it's better than last year. Last year, the starting corner was who? Bryce Hall, 5th round pick in 2020, which is pretty crazy. But that was it. They really. There's a reason the Jets gave up 30 points a game last year. Their secondary could not stop anybody. And if you remember the Jonathan Taylor Colts game against the Jets, that was disgusting. It might have been like 18 rushes for 200 yards. I have to look it up.
So after 4 picks, Adam is leading with 3 correct, and Dan is right behind him with 2. There are a couple of people with 1.
So that's good news for me. And of course, the Giants are now on the clock. Bill
They're
has
they're gonna take Neil.
Lineman.
Alright.
Fitz-
Lineman.
Yeah.
It's Neil
And-
and Ross.
and
Or
Bill,
Aquanu. They could take Aquanu here too.
yeah.
Either one would fit their scheme.
So our colleague Bill Murphy is crossing Cross or Neil. He's calling that. He's also asking if the Giants are going to trade their 7th pick.
Now
They
There's
could.
been talks about that. I don't know.
I don't know if I would.
I wouldn't. I would take your opportunity because this does not happen often, let alone one team had 2 picks. in the
Unless,
top
unless
10.
there's the
You have 2.
Godfather offer of an offer you can't refuse.
Something tells me Dallas ain't going to be making that trade because there's no way the Giants are trading.
No,
with Dallas.
But remember, Houston wanted to move up too.
Here's
so.
here's the thing, Mark. We say that, and then Dallas traded with Philly last year, which I thought would never happen.
Well, that's true. No one's 100% right there.
That was a trade that Philly got Devontae Smith.
Yes, and Cowboys
Yes.
moved back because they wanted Parsons, and
Parsons.
they knew Eagles weren't interested in Parsons.
So speaking of the Giants, are we think it's got to be a tackle, right? The Quanu
It's
Neal?
It's
either
an
Neil
offensive
or
lineman.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
has to
either-
be one of the 2 of them.
it's
And
Neil
here's
or
the news
Aquanu.
out of the Giants world today. They declined the 5th-year option on Daniel Jones. So that guy's got to ball out this year.
He does.
And if he has a good year and they have to keep him, they franchise tag him. That's all. And they pay him the $20 million anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, new era for the Giants. Joe Judge is out, probably because he ran a quarterback sneak on 3rd and 9.
I don't know.
Dave Gettleman retired.
Do you think Daniel Jones tripping over the 20-yard line had a lot to do with this?
No,
Yeah,
I
him-
just think
him
Daniel
not getting
Jones
the
isn't that
5th-year
good of a
option.
quarterback. I'm not knocking the guy. You know, he
You're
might
asking
be a
about
nice
his team.
person. He hasn't played well since he's become the starter. He's had moments where he's been really good, but he's never done it consistently. Because he had that stretch early last year when they played in Washington, he was really good, and in New Orleans, he was really good. And then against a bad Atlanta team, they could score 13 points, I think it was.
Yeah, they were very almost Jekyll and Hyde last year.
Sauce Gardner is the first player at the University of Cincinnati to be drafted in the 1st round since 1971.
Ooh. Wow.
51 years.
Bearcats, baby. Luke Fickle doing a great job with the Bearcats.
Giants
Oh,
pick
yeah.
is in.
Offensive line.
Okay.
Has to be.
The first
I'd be very
pick to Brian Davis.
surprised.
The Giants are going to go defense, actually.
No.
Are
Thibodeau.
they taking Thibodeau?
Are they taking
Fine, you know,
Thibodeau?
he fell to
Oh,
them, they're gonna
boy.
take. Yep.
I can't
Really?
believe that.
Then you got to grab
Yep,
one of the linemen.
Yep, I've
They got
got
7.
I just saw it says Giants are taking Kayvon Thibodeau with number 5.
Wow.
I don't hate it. They didn't have a good pass rush
No.
either.
It's not bad. It's just
Surprising.
That means
I-
at
you know-
7, they're taking a tackle.
That's what I think. I think they must like all 3 of the high tackles, Cross, Aquanu, and Neal, and they think, well, Thibodeau is probably not lasting past the Panthers, so let's take Thibodeau now and then take whoever the Panthers don't take at 7.
Right. To
have 2 picks almost back to back like that is incredible.
it gives you so many options to do it too.
Exactly.
I don't know about this one.
It's questionable. It's questionable for the Giants.
Definitely the first questionable pick of the draft.
Second.
I'm surprised.
I hope the Giants are right, but
I wonder if their sights were set on Gardner and then they had to really quickly pivot.
Yeah,
That could be something too.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if I like that one.
I believe he's walking to the podium now.
Yes. And I have no idea who the kid is with him.
There's a random kid with Goodell.
Yes. Oh, he's okay. They do this yearly, so it's not surprising. Now we know who the kid is. Talk about an honor.
They have a Giants fan up there. How come the Jets didn't get it? I'm just kidding.
I really want to just go on that stage and do a stage dive.
Oh, he probably had something.
Mike, I'd pay you if you got picked to do that, to do a stage dive.
He's a heart recipient, a heart donor.
Good.
Good for him.
Oh, good for this kid. He wants to be a sports broadcaster. Look,
hey, there you go.
Yeah. Join the club.
Let's sign him now, guys. Get him while he's young.
Yeah. He'll replace Bob Papa in the radio booth.
I thought he was going to say.
Oh, here we go.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh boy. If it walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
He looks like Ray Lewis. He does.
Wow.
Oh man.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Lewis.
Wow. We thought Kayvon Thibodeau would fall, and now he goes number 5 to the Giants.
Well, that just makes the whole board is now wide open.
Oh yeah.
Houston really threw the curveball with Stingley, and this is just another one.
And the next pick is going to be either a trade.
This is an offensive.
This is the biggest pick of the top 10 draft, in my opinion. This
probably.
It looks like they're just going to get their tackle at 7, then, right?
Yeah,
I would have guessed.
They'll see who goes off at 6 with Carolina. If Carolina does go like I think and going to take Willis at 6, the Giants have a dream scenario to get one of the 3 top tackles in the draft.
And here's the other thing. Argument's sake, you're a team, let's say like Seattle at 9. You wouldn't think any of those guys would be there. There's a chance 2 of them could be.
It's getting more and more crazy.
This is getting very interesting.
Well, this is becoming one of the best drafts I've watched in a while since the Mayfield draft.
Oh man! All right, Joe Shane's first pick is Giants.
This kid just received a heart. He should calm down a little bit. Hey, let's not wreck the heart you got.
Oh man! All right, it's an interesting one. But listen, everyone mocked him 1 or 2 throughout the whole season, and then he started to fall. So maybe the Giants get a steal here at 5. Who knows?
Giants are taking a hell of a risk right now.
They are. I'm guessing because
Mark, some would say it's a giant risk.
Yeah, I'm guessing because they have number 7. They thought they could take this.
Right, but when you look at the Giants from last year, I mean, they were a poor team, and they have a running back who unfortunately got injured again during the Dallas game last year. But Saquon Barkley is probably the healthiest I've seen him since he came up in the draft. If they can block for him, he could have some year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're getting their guy at 7 after the Panthers pick at 6.
I would have to guess.
If they don't take a tackle at 7, then something knows something that
then we're completely befuddled.
I mean, you look at this kid, and he's powerful. He's got good vision on the field. He's got good arm length to reach out and tackle. I don't know what certain off-field or character concerns there were. Guy can play football.
So he said he's a lot like Jadeveon Clowney. I think he said that at the combine. I wonder if that rubbed some teams the wrong way.
That's interesting. Like,
Yeah, so I don't know if that rubbed the teams the wrong way. When I look,
yeah, I don't understand that. Well, why?
that's not the guy you want to comp yourself to, but I
Yeah.
get it.
No, yeah, like that's not a maybe.
Although I get it, Clowning was a number 1 overall pick. You want to be a number 1 overall pick, but
Clock is down to 2 minutes almost on Carolina. They have if they don't.
they're
have a
either
decision-
listening to someone calling
Right.
them,
Yeah,
or which.
you never see it get down to the wire in the first top 10.
Okay, so while Carolina's still on the clock, I'll throw this out there. I don't think there is a coach. We talk about this on the podcast often last year, and it was Matt Nagy. I don't think there's a coach with more pressure to win going into this upcoming season than Matt Rule.
And I don't think he cares. I really don't think he cares anymore.
He has to start playing by the rules.
I think he's fired by 5 games.
Well, my question was going to be, do you agree with me or not? So
Yeah, but I do agree with you because I don't think he cares.
There's a couple of coaches that are primed to find their way out early this season. And I'm thinking if Dallas has a bad start, Mike McCarthy's out fast.
Well,
Dan
we'll
Quinn,
get
Dan Quinn's
there
in.
when Dallas picks, because I do want to ask you guys about them, because I have to talk about Mike McCarthy a little bit. But this team in Carolina has talent. It's just
They don't
you
have
to
any.
take it
Well,
to the next level.
Here's the thing. I think DJ Moore is one of the most underappreciated receivers in the league. He's
because there's no
agree.
one who can throw to him.
They
Yeah.
just extended him.
You got 100 million, like something close to 21 million a season, I believe it is.
Give
all
me
right.
a
Pick
second. I
all
will
right.
look
Pick
that
is
up.
in. So trade
It's
did not
it
happen.
better be an offensive lineman.
Yes.
Come on, be Malik Willis.
Be Sam Darnold's
I would like to get
ghost
one pick
friend.
right in the top 6.
Can it be Sam Darnold's
My
ghost
other
friends?
final mock I finished today, I got 3 out of 5 right. The Trayvon Walker, Aiden Hutchinson, Ahmad
Okay.
Gardner.
With pick number 6 in the 2022 draft says the Panthers are going to take Iquanu.
That makes sense.
Perfect.
Moore got a 3-year, $61 million extension. That's his extension that DJ Moore got.
That's sad.
That's well.
I'm normally pretty good at the draft. I haven't got one right.
Listen, if it's Iquanu, if it's Neil, it's. By the way, to these reporters who are putting out who's getting picked, really, you're trying to ruin the fun out of this.
Yes. They have to be the first one up, so they'll get a bunch of likes.
Obviously, nothing is final until we hear it called, but I'm
Right.
seeing the same thing now.
So I'm saying, Joe Shane, if you're listening, and I know you are, you're taking Evan Neal at 7, and I really don't care.
That would make
Evan
the
Neal
most
is the
sense.
leanest 370-pound man I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I once weighed 120 pounds less than that.
The only thing I have against Evan Neal is he played for Nick Saban.
You can't blame everything on Nick Saban.
Nick Saban is – I can't say this. It's live. Nick Saban was the worst coach in Dolphins history. He was worse than Cam Cameron.
Wow.
Was he better than Ray Handley?
If I knew who that was, I would say I have no idea.
Giants coach where you got the entire stadium chanting, Ray must go. I mean, come on.
Wasn't there a Jets coach who they did that to as well?
That wouldn't surprise me.
With the coach that tripped that guy on the sidelines.
Oh my God.
That was the worst thing. Nolan
really was
Carroll,
like-
a Dolphin cornerback, gets tripped by the strength and conditioning coach.
Oh, we don't know. That guy got fired.
That guy did get fired.
But I always remember that because that was just terrible. I mean,
This
Urban
draft
Meyer was
was
terrible, but that guy was really bad.
Oh,
Urban Meyer, something else.
Urban Meyer truly is something else. And that's
Lots
why
of
he's
news
no
boiling
longer,
at number
he's no
10 is
longer
an update I
employed.
got from Sports Illustrated.
What's that?
Lots of news boiling at number 10.
Oh boy, yeah, the trade back is coming.
Come on, no.
They must not. Maybe depending what receivers there or if who's there.
I don't see a wide receiver going before that. So if the Jets are set on a wide receiver,
I think Garrett Wilson goes to Atlanta. They need it badly.
All right, wait, Carolina's pick is in. Is
Yeah,
it Ekwonu?
Yep.
Ekwonu.
Okay.
Best
Ekwonu.
tackle on the draft.
Giants are back on the clock. Evan Neal, jump on it. Evan Neal.
That's who they
Gotta
should
happen.
pick.
It's not
And
happening.
then we
or
come
it is?
to them. I mean, this just takes the whole quarterback situation and now makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Because now Pittsburgh has to be thinking, we don't have to trade out.
No.
So there'll be a quarterback available if Pittsburgh wants it at 20.
Again, I think it's Willis to Seattle is the only guaranteed quarterback. I think Willis is going to Seattle.
I mean, I understand it. It makes sense, especially with the loss of Russell Wilson. They have to start over somewhere. However, I don't like Marcus Mariota in Atlanta either.
No, but Atlanta could also just say, "Hey, we will take Baker."
Yeah.
Yeah, but then why sign Mariota to the contract he did then?
Because they didn't know Baker would be
available. I'm pretty sure they signed.
Argument's sake, Mark, what happens if Cleveland says, "Oh, no one's willing to trade for Baker Mayfield. We'll cut him after the draft." You're going to hop on that and say, "Hey, I don't have to pay you because Cleveland's still paying him."
Correct. So if they cut him, that's one thing. But if Cleveland's smart, they're going to hold on to him as long as they can and try to get any compensation for him.
But here's the thing. Teams aren't going to compensate them because they know he's not going to play for them because they have Watson and they signed Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
So what's
Good
he going to
point.
do? Sit at home and make more progressive commercials?
Well, he won't be able to make ones outside Cleveland Stadium anymore.
Yeah, he won't be able to do those anymore.
That would be a great way if you want to have a commercial. Baker gets traded. You show him locking up the stadium, and then he gets the keys at the new stadium, open up and says, "Oh, I get the tour now?"
Actually, am I the only Simpsons fan on here?
No.
Okay.
I love
No.
this.
So, do you remember the Hunger Strike episode with Homer and the Springfield Isotopes? They
Yes.
should make a progressive commercial of Baker Mayfield going on a hunger strike outside of the Cleveland Browns stadium until he's traded or released.
Poor Baker. That is a big guy.
And he can move like there's no tomorrow.
They said he can move as fast as Larry Allen, which I would love to see because I remember when Larry Allen ran down what's his name for to stop a touchdown, and he came from 40 yards away. So
All right.
she's
That's Carolina at 6 with Ike Ekwonu. So to recap the top 6, Trayvon Walker goes to Jacksonville, Hutchinson to Detroit, Derek Stingley to Houston, Sauce Gardner to the Jets. The Giants took Kayvon Thibodeau, and Ike Ekwonu stays in North Carolina by going to the Panthers.
And I have got news that apparently at pick 7, the Giants are going to take Evan Neal.
I got that too.
If the Giants take Evan Neal, if that is true, I love what the Giants have done in one night. I
greatly
question the
improved their
Thibodeau
team.
thing, but they want to win in the trenches. That's old school Giant mentality. So wait and see on confirmation from that, because you get probably 2 of the top 3 at each in the trenches at each position. That's a win for me.
Absolute win.
And then tomorrow you build out on the secondary. Maybe you add another offensive lineman. Who knows? If a guy falls far enough, you can move up.
Yeah.
Out of where you are. Mm-hmm. So
Evan Neal is the right choice here. You got to try to give Daniel Jones some type of protection.
got to protect Daniel. If you're going all in on Daniel Jones this year, and he is must prove it this year, you have to protect him.
Yep.
And also Saquon has to prove it this year as well.
Yep. Well, Saquon just has to prove he can stay healthy.
Saquon needs Charles Barkley to help him stay healthy.
If Saquon has a year like he's going to, at least what I expect him to do, a recap of his rookie year, he will not stay in New York. Question is, where does he go? I don't know, but he will not stay in New York. As a Giant, at least. He could go to the Jets or the Bills. So,
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Evan Neal.
Evan Neal, Kayvon Thibodeau.
That's a great draft.
that's a great.
It's a great
Draft.
first night for the Giants.
And go blue. That's a
Hey, man. Evan Neal's the leanest 360-pound man you will ever see. And he's a
No,
mauler.
we got problems. We got problems in New York.
so. Bill Murphy, rejoice. They got your boy Neil.
Bill should definitely feel good.
Like this is
Your boy
superb.
Neal.
Superb.
Whenever someone says your boy, I only think of the old school line where Will Ferrell goes, "You're my boy, Blue." Old school, great film.
Great film.
Greatest movie
oh.
ever. Well, not ever, but I mean, it ranks up there.
All right,
No.
this has to me. This is Garrett Wilson.
This has to be. Listen, Noah and Tom can attest to this. I've been on the Falcons blowing this thing up for the last 30 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
And finally they traded Matt Ryan. This team needs everything. Like, this should be a team that should also consider, if a team wants to move up, trading down and just accumulate more picks, because they have so many holes on this roster. 18 sacks last year. Cordero Patterson was their offense last year.
It could depend on how highly they rank Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson or Jermaine Johnson would probably, or maybe Charles Cross. I don't know.
They could go cross. Their offensive line was not good either.
If I'm Seattle, I'm hoping they don't go cross, because then I got a guy for my line that I can use.
Yeah, that's interesting, because if Cross survives until Seattle, they could take him.
And then it's the Cross versus Willis debate probably in that room.
And then if Willis doesn't go to Seattle, it gets real interesting.
Oh, Pittsburgh or New Orleans with a deep sleeper of Philly.
Yeah.
If they're not convinced on Jalen Hurts. No. Oh. So that Atlanta's, and they could use a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think everyone's been saying Garrett Wilson makes sense, but who knows?
Calvin Ridley bet on this. That's all I want to know. Did Calvin Ridley take a bet on this?
I think it's just more of it's an urgent need. They have no pass catchers. Like, they had Ridley, and that was it.
They have Russell Gage went to Tampa.
Yep.
Kyle Pitts somehow had over 1,000 yards last year. And I think the only other guy I know on their rosters outside of Cordell Patterson is Amadeus Zacchaeus.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I pronounced that right.
Well, and Younghoe Koo, right?
Well, he's their kicker.
Yeah, he's their kicker.
Hey, that's offense.
Younghoe Koo was their best player last year.
Yeah.
Well, let's not make.
They put up the most points.
Another option, maybe Jermaine Johnson. They probably could use pass rush too.
Yeah, they were last in sacks last year. I'm still hey, if Houston wants to come up, or if someone wants to move up, I'm not at fault if I'm Atlanta if I want to trade back and accumulate more.
Definitely
this is
not.
a long-term rebuild now. This is not short-term. And that's why they should have taken Fields last year instead of Kyle Pitts. That is a whole nother conversation. But oh boy. Let's see if they get Marcus Mariota a weapon. Let's see if we've
Okay. It's a receiver.
Yeah.
Garrett
Ooh,
Wilson.
Oh,
Okay.
I just saw it.
Drake London.
Drake London goes, oh, wow.
So
Wow.
there's two ways the pun can go. The Drake line started from the bottom, now we hear, or you can go old school with the Clash and go with London calling.
The pun master at work.
No, I have to
Drake
credit because I
London.
just saw it on Twitter. It was, I think it was Mike Silver. It was Mike Silver who did it.
Not have Connor did, but I did not have London going this low.
Drake London gives him some size.
Gives him a nice-
Kind of the first guy who gives him size since Julio Jones was released.
Yeah.
He's not fast.
Wow.
Drake
There
London.
it is.
London calling to Atlanta.
That's really surprising. I did not think
I
London would
don't
go that
know.
high.
Neither did I.
He has injury concerns. I'm surprised they took the
He's
risk.
coming off a fractured ankle. Boy,
Okay.
I'll tell you this. You know who just really got really interested in this? The Washington Commanders just got real interesting
Mhm.
Yeah.
because they were monitoring the receivers and Kyle Hamilton. So I
Yeah.
wonder how Washington at
So,
11.
Dan and Tom, could the Jets get Wilson at 10, or are they not interested in wide receivers?
They need
No, they're interested in receivers. It's just a matter of whether they want a homegrown or whether they want to trade for an elite receiver.
Yeah, they've been trying to go after Debo, everyone that'll listen to them. So they definitely want a receiver. I think if their guy is there at 10, that could definitely be the pick.
So,
Yeah.
so what have you guys heard? Has it been Drake London? Has it been Garrett Wilson?
Originally, it was Drake London. Sorry.
Well, I know Wilson has appeared in a lot of draft mocks.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
I'm if I'm Atlanta now, I'm pulling the trigger on Baker. I don't think Marcus Mariota can throw the ball down the field to Drake London.
Honestly, if you trade for Baker Mayfield, I actually kind of like Atlanta next year.
If they do that, right
If they
now, I
do
still
that.
don't like them.
Because here's the thing. Think about this for Atlanta. And this kid's really interesting too. If they get London, Baker, and then maybe you add like a Kenneth Walker in the backfield, that offense could be pretty fun next year.
I still think they can. They still have to add another receiver at some point this draft.
Right.
They have to add another one. They have to address pass rush. They had 18 sacks last year. No, I'm sorry. They were last in the league. I think it was.
They were
near
last.
18.
It was 18.
It
Last
was.
in the league.
Watching London's routes, he's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, he's good, but no, was
The big guy.
injuries? Yeah, he's
And he can dunk.
huge. What is he? Was he like 6'5" or something?
Yeah.
Let me
He looks like a big guy.
Yeah.
see. Let me Google.
Wow. I'm just very, very shocked.
Drake London is 6'5",
Oh,
and he'll be 21 in July.
we've got the update with the 9th overall pick of the 2022 draft. The Seahawks are going Charles Cross.
Okay, this is the smart pick.
They're protecting Drew Lock more than they ever protected Russell Wilson.
They are passing on Malik Willis. Wow.
Pittsburgh
I think
just
they
got
can get-
happy.
They can get a quarterback at some point else. They really need an offensive line. Russell Wilson cannot
And
do
again,
anything.
they could move back in. You know,
Yeah.
And remember, let Russ cook. They were not letting him cook.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He's got that size and that frame.
Here's what I think. Pitts also is a pretty big guy.
Yeah. They like
So they're going like jump ball season in the end zone.
Well, it's always a thing with the draft. It's obviously you have to see their on-field production, but a lot of it's a lot of potential, what they could.
Yeah,
be.
you're looking upside.
Yeah.
If you're Atlanta, do you bring back Julio Jones?
No,
On a cheap
no, they're
No.
not going to win. They're not
Let him
winning.
go. Just let him go.
There's one spot for Julio Jones, and that's it. Well, two. Indy.
Go to Indy.
Reunite him with Matt Ryan.
Um,
And if
Did not
not
think about
Indy, Green Bay.
yeah.
Bad.
So I just said this, guys. Obviously you are looking at potential more than on the potential and on the field production already. Which do you value more? Do you like the guys with high production, or do you like the guys who have the high potential? Because I've always been a guy. If I've seen you do it on the field in college, you can do it in the NFL. That's always been my view.
I like to take the guys with the high. It really depends what you're doing. If you're rebuilding, take the guys with the high ceilings. Like the Jets taking Mekhi Becton over Tristan Wirfs. Like they were rebuilding. Let's take the project behemoth left tackle that could be like insane over Tristan Wirfs, who was kind of like plug in and play, like he's ready.
I agree with Tommy. I agree with Tommy. You take the player, if you're rebuilding like Atlanta, you take the player with the highest ceiling, the highest upside that's going to build you to a playoff caliber team.
Definitely.
My thing is this: if you can find a mixture where there's still high upside and the dude produced a little bit in college, I'm okay with it because, argument's sake, I think this is a fair thing. College football is unfair to a certain extent because these 4 and 5 star recruits always wind up in these bigger schools, Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Clemson, wherever. How can I judge someone who plays there if they're really that good? Because everyone else around them is really good as well. So while they still have the high upside, I know they produced on the field in college, but are they a product of what they were in college, or is there really that value and upside in the NFL?
There's a fair
For
point.
some guys, it's worked. Some guys, it hasn't. Like I think the best case is Randy Moss. Randy Moss went to Marshall. He didn't go to a big school, and he was productive and really good. He goes to Minnesota, and Randy Moss is one of the top 10 greatest wide receivers probably in the history of the game.
Yeah.
Randy Moss falling to 20 still makes me sick knowing Dallas could have had him, and Dallas passed on him.
And then he had that great Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys.
Yeah, don't remind me.
It's always so crazy to think about who could have taken who and all that stuff. Like,
well, look at Dan Marino, went in the 6th round.
Well, yeah.
look at Brady.
Brady.
Yeah, Brady is the pure example of it all. I mean,
or you can go the other way, and you could have taken someone like Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
Or not to harp on a guy, but Ryan Leaf.
Oh, please. The biggest joke to come into the NFL ever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
he's all good now. He's clean now. So
yeah.
Good for him.
But he couldn't play anywhere. Didn't matter where he went.
I mean, Manti Te'o's girlfriend saw the whole thing.
They have not announced Seattle yet.
Maybe they're listening on someone.
There could be a last-minute call.
Could be.
But who would they even be willing to trade with?
Houston.
Thinking then they could get. Houston could be a possibility.
Pick is in for Seattle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Charles Cross.
If there's a chance of a trade, it's coming up at pick 10, but we'll see what happens. The Jets could just take Garrett Wilson now or Jermaine Johnson.
There we go.
Cross.
So they've done more for Drew Lock on the O-line than they did Russ.
There it is. I think that's a fine pick. Like we talked about before, you can get your quarterback sometime else. Charles Cross is a great tackle. They're pretty lucky he could even be there. So
obviously they do not like Willis enough,
or they think he's going to fall.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next the next 5 teams coming up: Jets, no quarterback; Washington, no quarterback; Minnesota, no quarterback.
Washington's interesting. If they didn't think Willis would be here.
The next team drafting that I think would really consider Malik Willis is 16, the Saints.
Don't think
So
Houston.
maybe someone tries to trade up to 15.
No, because you got to give Davis Mills a chance.
Fair enough.
Well, out of the first 10 picks, we have a winner because there's nobody who can catch him. Adam has won himself, if I can get it out, a beautiful Aquinas diving watch. So
Wow.
somebody, meaning Mike, since you guys are close together, somebody
Well,
have him get me his address so I can ship this out to him immediately.
you got
Will
it.
do.
I will talk to him in the coming days.
So there is
Thanks for
news.
doing that.
Yeah, my
The
pleasure, guys.
Seahawks were taking calls on trades.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a
Is
question
there
of
anyone
who could give
specific who
what.
did call? Can you see?
The guy does not have specifics. He just said after fielding calls for a possible trade, which made this a little messy.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Jones was on the phone, but I don't think he had enough to offer to get to 9. Right now, the way things are going, there's no reason for Dallas to move up unless certain pieces fall off the board before they can get to 24.
Right.
Now it's the Jets 2 of 2. They took Sauce Gardner at 4. I'm going to assume it's Garrett Wilson unless it's traded.
I'm thinking Garrett Wilson, honestly.
Unless it's traded.
The Jets are
'Cause now-
they're taking their sweet time though. So
Because here's the thing with the Jets, if you could do one of two things, you could do 2 things in this draft. You've got the cornerback to shut down the other receivers. Now you got your own receiver.
And then you'll have a threesome of Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, and Garrett Wilson.
But yeah, when we get to it, I think Dallas is fine with either Penning or Lindenbaum.
Or Zion Johnson
Linderbaum.
would be fine as well.
Linderbaum I'd be
Love
fine
Tyler
with.
Linderbaum.
Yeah. Any of the
Linderbaum,
3 of them, if they can fall at 24, I'd be ecstatic.
Linderbaum should be there. I've been seeing
Linderbaum
him
should
bottom
be there.
of the first.
It's
into the
more
second.
Penning is if he could fall there.
Penning, we all know the Joneses covet. We know they want him. That's why they're trying to move up, because Penning represents what Zach Martin and Frederick were. He's
Right.
that athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Or
So-
Frederick.
oh, Joe Douglas. Okay, the pick is in, so they did not.
Oh God, I'm
It
scared.
has to be
This is
Garrett
one-
Wilson.
The Jets are not trading the pick.
Not
Okay.
trying their pick, and they are
Okay.
according
Okay.
to this.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's Chris Olave also.
No,
According-
no, it's not.
Olave, yeah.
According to reports, it is Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
Okay.
Who's the
Okay.
reports? Can
Okay.
you tell me who the reporter is?
Dov Kleiman.
Joe
Okay.
Kleiman and also
Okay.
Connor Hughes. He's a Jet beat writer for the Athletic.
Okay.
Okay. Garrett Wilson is the best available. I'm just saying Chris Olave had a hell of a year in Ohio State.
They were both really good.
But
I would
Garrett
love to
Wilson
see
has the
Olave
better upside,
go-
in my opinion.
Wind up in LA with the Chargers.
Look, if Olave falls to 24, I know it's not going to happen. I'd be intrigued.
I would entertain it, Mark. I know we
See,
need
I
an
was going to go
offensive
right
line
to
more.
you. I know we do. And just the thought, I mean, look, when we traded Amani, I understood why they did it to dump salary. I
Yeah.
understood it. But Michael Gallup is not going to be ready for the start of this season. And right now, the only person to catch a ball from Dak Prescott is CeeDee Lamb.
Wait, whoa. What about Cedric? Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing though. I don't want to use a draft pick on a guy who's gonna be a 8-week solution, and then Michael Gall's back. He's number 2.
And the other thing is, they could also, after the draft, say, hey, we still have X million dollars. Hey, Julio Jones. Hey.
Julio Jones, Jarvis Landry, or T.Y. Hilton are still available.
Apparently they've been in on Debo too if he gets traded. So
Well, see, that's the interesting.
I'm going to say this right now. I can't see why San Francisco would deal with another NFC team, because that could halt their route to the Super Bowl. They should trade into the AFC.
The right pick.
probably.
It's the right pick. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was Olave. The Jets did well by their team in this first top 10.
Yeah.
Both did. The Jets and the Giants.
Giants really prove they're out to better their team this year. And I'm pretty happy for both of those teams,
All right.
especially the fan base.
Tom, Dan, how you feel?
I'm thinking the Jets wide receiver room is not bad at all. Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Braxton Berrios, who just got a contract. The Jets have weapons now. They really do. This rebuild is taking shape tonight. This is what was going to happen.
You need more of a line to get what's his name going, Michael Carter going.
Yep, and they're slowly making their way. They probably really wanted Garrett Wilson. Didn't know if he'd be there. He was there. They took him. The only other pick I thought was maybe going to happen was Jermaine Johnson because they seemed pretty high on him. But they're thinking the pass first. They're counting on Carl Lawson a lot too.
Dan, how do you feel about it?
Well, it's good. They're serious about giving an offense to Zach Wilson. Okay, with Garrett Wilson now on the team, of course, Tommy running up all the receivers. Another one I would like to point out, Keelan Cole. He was another
This
one.
kid's fast.
Wait, is he still on the team? I thought he was still on the team. He's not. That's my bad. I apologize. I do apologize. He's not with the Jets. I
Your
thought
gift is a lump of coal.
God, this kid's got jumps.
Yeah. So either way, it stands. This right here.
We got
up the Jets.
We got
Sorry,
something.
we got news. According to Dov, Commanders are trading back.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
So they're off. They're not going anywhere near the
Saints.
Ian
Saints.
Rappaport.
Saints are moving up.
Oh my
Saints
God.
are taking a
Rappaport
quarterback.
just said the same
Okay.
thing.
Saints are taking a quarterback.
Saints are
Malik
in.
Willis is going to come off the board now.
Saints moving up, probably for a quarterback.
Yep,
Malik Willis.
has to be.
Has to be Malik Willis. Yeah,
Yep.
it's got to be.
Okay.
So the Commanders know they're going to get their safety at 16.
Probably.
Unless Minnesota or someone else gets him first.
You look at Minnesota, and it's a quandary how they're not that good. Well, actually, you have a guy like Kirk Cousins who can't do anything except for
Thank you.
interceptions.
Hey, wait a second.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Amari Cooper said about your quarterback.
That
he
was
is
fake.
Kirk Cousins
That
except
was
for one
fake.
thing.
It was fake. It didn't happen, Mike. I
Right.
told you this.
Listen, I don't care. It's still the greatest report of all time.
Oh my God.
The Ravens are going to take a lineman. I'm convinced on
Jordan
that.
Davis. The Ravens are going to grab Jordan Davis. Give me
Gonna
that
grab a
middle
lineman.
run stuff.
Very
It's
possible.
the Texans, I don't know what they're going to do.
If Jermaine Johnson's there at 13, jump on that.
Wow.
Oh, I want to.
But
Now I
this
want to
whole
get
draft just went sideways.
Yeah, now I want to get the trade. I want to see the trade.
I want to know what
Yep.
the exchange is.
Let's see if we can find the
let's-
details on those trade once they pop up. I'll check out Twitter because I'm curious.
Let me see.
I'm just so glad the Jets didn't trade that 10th pick.
Wow. What a night for Kyle.
So it's either quarterback or would they take Jamison Williams here?
Maybe.
Oh
Possible.
no, you gotta go signal caller. You're the Saints.
Well, the Saints are going to take a quarterback.
Uh,
And Malik Willis is the best on the board.
Okay,
They have
here it
crab
is. This
legs
is from
being the
Albert
quarterback.
Breer. Saints are trading the 16th pick, a third rounder, and a fourth rounder to Washington for the 11th pick.
Oh,
That's it?
Not bad.
Not bad for Washington.
No, not bad for Washington at all.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm surprised there wasn't a third rounder or a second.
I'm surprised
rounder
it's not a
involved in
pick
that.
next year.
okay.
So that's
Interesting.
from Albert Breer.
Interesting. That is beyond interesting.
So the Saints are on the clock, and the Saints are going to be totally different. No Drew Brees, no Sean Payton.
No crab legs.
Well, who knows what he's when he's coming back.
I wonder if they're moving up to take a quarterback because they are not sold on Winston being able to be what he was.
Well, here's the thing. They also signed Andy Dalton.
Like, that's any better. No one and I know
No,
that.
but I'm saying Andy Dalton could have held the fort for a little bit while Jameis was recovering.
I mean, you never want to scare a kid coming into the league, throwing him into the fire, and then him get ruined, like certain teams I've known to done in the past.
So while we're
Question
waiting,
is, if they get a quarterback, does Michael Thomas stay?
So here's the thing. Here's Albert Breer. Here are the picks. It's a third and a fourth. They're 98 and 120th overall.
It's not bad.
All right.
So it's the Saints pick in.
No, they're still on the clock.
Ooh.
You trade up, it would make no sense to trade back.
I'm looking Twitter.
Unless they're waiting. Or unless they're on the phone with the league getting that in.
They have a minute and a half left, and the only team I ever see to blow a draft pick was the Minnesota Vikings.
Remember, they could be on the phone with the league right now, giving them the pick.
True.
So,
but I can't see it not being Malik Willis if it isn't.
Listen, I got to be honest with you. I think if you're any of the rookie quarterbacks, I would love going to the Saints.
Yeah,
this is a ready-made playoff team.
Oh yeah, I would be pretty happy if I'm
out.
Malik Willis and they picked me right here. That would be great.
Unless they come out of left field and they say, "Oh no, we're not. We're going to take Jameson Williams."
I'm not ruling that out. Honestly, they could do it.
Oh, let's see what Mickey Loomis had looming for the Saints. Michael Thomas should be back.
Wow! Saints are expected to select Chris Olave.
Wow.
Oh boy.
They could easily have gotten him at 16.
According to everything I'm going to read is from Dov. After a trade with the Commanders with pick 11, the 2022 draft, Saints are selecting Chris Olave from.
Albert Breer has Chris Olave as well.
Wow.
You know what this says? Jameis, here's the keys to the car.
Yeah, pretty much is.
If you get Michael Thomas
keys
back.
To the car, Jameis Winston.
Okay. They must really have a lot of faith in
Winston.
Yeah. You got Kamara. If you get Thomas back, you got Opub. And you also have
here's the thing I'm
Smith.
Here's the thing I'm thinking though, Mark. They're taking Chris Olave. Thomas is gone.
Well, it would have to be. I mean, unless Thomas sees this as a positive move forward.
Well, Ball went to Ohio State.
True.
Yeah. So I wonder if Thomas had something to do with this.
Both are Ohio State guys, so oh boy.
Wow. Saints
we thought it was a quarterback.
I thought it was a quarterback, 100%.
So did I.
Wow, Pittsburgh's sitting there like, come on.
Pittsburgh is in a beautiful position right now to get a QB at 20.
Hold on. Tom, can you confirm what the pick is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got from Albert Breer.
They are talking.
Oh.
Joining me are Chargers and Chiefs season ticket members.
We can listen.
And
Tony Gonzalez is up there.
I was about to say, that looks like Tony G.
Tony Gonzalez will be part of the Prime Video broadcast team. Congratulations, Tony. How's everybody doing?
Oh, the Lions just moved up to 12.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Lions, wait a second. This one confuses me because the Lions and Vikings are in the same division.
Yeah, they traded back. Ian
Rappaport, Lions are now on the clock. A big trade.
That's Malik Willis.
That's a quarterback.
That's Malik Willis.
Yeah.
They did not expect it to be there.
Oh my God. Or they're going to pair Jermaine Johnson up with Aiden Hutchinson. Listen, I think it's a quarterback too. But man.
This draft's been insane.
I love this stuff.
Ooh, let's go NFL draft. This is what it's about.
This is what it's about, man. This is great stuff.
Yes,
Detroit's now on the clock. Chris Olave's a saint.
Yep.
Oh. Let's see if we can get them. Oh, this could also be okay. So here's the trade from Tom Pelissero. The Lions send 32, 34, and 66 to the Vikings for 12 and 46.
Wow.
Okay.
They gave up a lot.
All right. Is the quarterback we all think?
Has to
For
be
sure?
quarterback.
You know what? No, it's Jameson Williams.
You know,
It's Chris Olave threw this whole thing off for me.
when it was the Saints, I was like, all right, they might get a receiver. Now I'm thinking this has got to be the quarterback.
Oh,
The
man.
Saints selection.
I can't believe this.
Chris Olave. Mark,
Saint Chris.
Mark, did you hear? Lions traded back in.
Yeah.
They traded up.
Traded back
the
up.
Lions sent 32, 34, and 66 to Minnesota for 12 and 46. That was from Tom Pelissero.
And they have
NFL
to be going
Network.
quarterback.
Malik Willis. It's got to be Willis.
Malik
I think
Willis or
we were
Jameson
wrong
Williams.
here. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to be wrong again,
Right.
but it has to be.
Yeah, obviously the Saints believe highly in Jameis Winston.
Have to. Whew.
Now, Jameson Williams, wherever he goes, he did tear his ACL in the national title game. So, if you are drafting him, Detroit, but I gotta think it's quarterback.
There's like
Got
a
it,
part of me makes me think maybe they're just going to take Jameson Williams, but this should be the quarterback.
Oh boy,
Part of me thinks they're going to be like, oh, Jameson Williams is there. The Jets didn't. The Jets got Garrett
Yet
Wilson.
again, you also have to consider the fact that Jared Goff has no one really to throw to.
yeah, but do they want to be tied down to Jared Goff?
Yeah, but even if they get a quarterback, they still have nobody to throw to.
Dude, I will not take Amon-Ra St. Brown slander on this.
He is
And
good.
they did sign DJ Chark in the during free agency.
Yeah, but is DJ Chark going to become another Marvin Jones? Be forgotten about, catch 3 or 4.
I don't know,
balls a
but
season.
they basically traded those two because Marvin Jones is still in Jacksonville.
Yeah, but at least Marvin Jones had a
Holy
productive season.
crap!
What?
Lions are going Jameson Williams.
Ooh.
What the hell?
I mentioned
What
that.
the hell?
The Tigers.
Just said that.
After a rare in-division draft trade with the Vikings with pick number 12 overall in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Lions are selecting wide receiver Jameson Williams. The rare speed wideout is picked top 15 despite his injury.
Albert Breer, Lions are taking Jameson Williams.
As I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we're wrong. We've been wrong twice in the last picks. Nobody say quarterback for the next few picks.
13's Houston. They're not taking a
They're not
quarterback.
taking a quarterback.
Watch him take
now that
Malik
comes-
Willis.
Oh, Jermaine Johnson. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, Jermaine Johnson's an edge rusher, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was.
Dallas has no reason to fear to trade up. They're going to have plenty to pick from at 24.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be fine.
I'm not worried.
I wonder if this makes one of these other teams, Green Bay
Look at
or
that.
Kansas City, move up
There
for
it
a
is.
receiver.
Michael Thomas, he's staying.
Hmm.
He just
Should I
tweeted
stay
Chris
or should
Olave,
I
let's
go,
run it.
man?
Thomas is
Wow.
staying.
And so obviously the Saints want to just go power with 2 wide receivers with Olave and
Wow. So that pretty much that tweet right there, even though we know tweets are just meant to
Ooh.
be out there, that tweet says a lot about the Saints right now.
There's something I just read that per Benjamin Albright, the Jets were straight up asked Debo for 10, and Jets said no.
Good for the Jets. I'm
Good.
sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
good-
As much
I'm
as
good
I
with that.
called that to
Brown.
happen,
wow, Eagles trade to number 13.
Oh, here
Holy
we go.
shit, really?
Here we
They
Okay,
don't
go.
that's
care
not
about-
a quarterback.
Eagles
wait
trade
a
with
second. That
Texans.
means Houston's dropping down.
Houston's trained back. Well, they wanted to move up. Remember, they
Houston's
wanted to move
trading
up.
down.
That's so
Oh.
weird. Why would they trade? They need people.
But you could accumulate more picks. You get more people.
Yep, the Eagles are trading up to 13.
Oh, are the Eagles going to go at?
Wow, the last 3 picks have all been traded.
Wow.
You got Goddard. You got Goddard. You got Devonta Smith.
Okay.
They're willing to part with Jalen Rieger.
Yep.
Could they take a
what's
wide
the difference
receiver
between
again?
Rieger and Cooks? Cooks is much better.
What about they don't need pass rush, right? They don't want Jermaine Johnson or Kyle Hamilton.
Well, they just
Need
signed
Kyle
Hassan
Hamilton?
Reddick.
What about
This
Kyle
could be
Hamilton?
this could be for a corner. This could be for a lot of things.
I mean, the
Andrew
Lions
Booth,
need a lot.
Kyrie Lamb, maybe.
There's
Yeah.
not a running
Yeah,
back. that would fit
Mike,
their
if you
scheme right
want,
away.
like I said, I'm going with Dov Kleinman. So he's looks like a reporter, inside reporter. He's getting them out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I got Rappaport. I did just open Twitter. I wasn't going to, but I have opened the Twitter to see what's going on. But man,
Yeah, this was the third straight pick trade since we've left the top 10.
According to Brian
Wow.
Bordavis,
Oh,
Dallas was
okay.
not in on number.
okay,
10 at all.
we got the from Mike Garofalo. Eagles Texans trade 13 for 15, 124, 162, and 166.
Okay.
Wait,
Pretty even
124,
swap.
126. Sorry, I'm typing that out.
124, 162, and 166.
Okay.
Well, you just gave Goff a hell of a target. This kid's
Oh.
talented too.
All right. Is it Jamison Williams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen. Now there's no more excuses
Oh,
for
wait,
Jared
Jameson
Goff.
Williams went to the.
There's
sorry.
no more excuses for Jared Goff. Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, DJ Chark, TJ Hawkinson, who's one of the better
Wow.
tight ends in the game.
Yes.
The offensive line is the one place this team doesn't really have a hole on. It's pretty good. And they have a decent they need to establish the running game a little bit better, but they can run the ball a little bit. They just have to Jared Goff has to not be old Jared Goff.
For someone who tore his
Maker.
ACL, he's walking pretty damn good.
Oh.
I'm sure he has a lot of rehab to go, but he looks.
He showed himself working out the other day doing like high knees and stuff like that.
Oh my god. I just want the pick to come up and say Eagles take Malik Willis.
Oh my god.
Oh
My
man,
God,
that one's
would
really
be the
gonna
biggest
hurt.
joke of the entire draft right there. Jalen Hurts is what, 3 years into his contract?
2.
No,
years? Okay.
it'll be his
Oh, no,
third year, but it'd be his
it
second
will be
year
his third
starter.
Third year, and you're going to go give this kid a complex by drafting a quarterback?
Well,
Probably not, but
let's be honest, they did the same thing to Carson Wentz.
All right. Mike is true, 100% right.
You know, and no matter if you think Carson Wentz is good, Carson Wentz is bad, Carson Wentz is in the
wow.
middle.
Okay. After trading up with Texans, the number 13 pick will go to Jordan Davis.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I
There we
love
go.
it. I will.
Eagles are
I thought
selecting
he'd be-
Jordan Davis.
I thought he'd be a perfect fit in Baltimore. I had that for my mock.
Interesting.
I like it. Ooh. Jordan Davis next to Fletcher Cox in the middle. Oh man, they're going to eat a lot of Philly cheesesteaks. By the way, if you are watching and listening to this, first of all, we thank you for it.
Thank you for listening.
Two,
It's
Yes.
great.
watch the combine highlights of Jordan Davis. It is arguably the greatest combine highlight video you will ever see.
If this kid can come back with the speed he's showing off here,
The guys who generate sales in bowl games, put him on the pup list, wait till week 6, and then bring him back then. And a lot of teams that I spoke with thought that was a likely trap for James.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Mike,
Whoever-
I don't mean to interrupt with some different news here, but Mike, did you
appear on the field?
check what just happened at a WWE live event?
Is it the Lashley thing?
Yeah, the top rope snapped.
Yeah, I saw that.
Holy crap.
Ouch.
Base turn listeners, if you're tuning in.
Here.
Yeah, my
Sorry,
sister
earlier
just
dropped
sent me
my
the
remote.
video.
I don't know if you
too.
can see. I don't know if you can see, Mark.
It's third most in the season, trailing only Devontae.
Oh my God.
The whole top rope just snaps.
Oh.
Hopefully nobody got really hurt.
Oh man, Detroit. So this tweet just came in from Dan Orlovsky, the excellent ESPN analyst. The Lions are about to be a problem.
Ooh.
Listen, if they get good quarterback play, they could be.
I thought you meant like later on the draft. I thought they weren't done. I was like, what could they possibly do now?
No.
Control GX. The first and only shampoo that blends away a little.
You get Garrett Wilson and you get Aiden Hutchinson.
GX
You can't ask for a better.
Jameson Williams and Aiden Hutchinson.
Sorry, that's what I meant. My bad. Thanks,
I
no.
gotta tell you, I'm loving this. Every
This draft
team
has
that's moving.
been
Oh yeah.
full of surprises,
great
but
TV, it's
teams
great
are doing well.
Oh, drafts in Vegas. All these teams are pushing their chips to the table.
They are.
I wonder how the sports books are doing after Trayvon Walker went one.
Three straight trades.
Okay. Has the Philly pick been announced or is it just in?
It's in. It has not been announced as
It's
of yet.
in. Okay.
I had 4 trades being made in the first round,
Okay.
and that would
We
be
are
the
at
most that's
commercial
happened in a
right
long
now.
time.
Because I've lost count on the trade aspect, who's up after Philly?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Okay, and that's where I thought Jordan Davis would wind
Yep.
up.
So,
we'll see where
maybe that had
Baltimore
something
goes.
to do with it. They sniped it
Maybe
out.
it's protection for Lamar.
Sorry.
Right now, Penning is falling, and if they start to see a turn, Dallas can make a trade.
Dallas could trade
up to 19 and grab Penning and only have to give up very little.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I don't know if Baltimore needs a safety because they signed Marcus Williams, but Kyle Hamilton is also falling.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton. I didn't think would get past
Washington is
and-
going to grab Kyle Hamilton at 16.
Yeah,
Plus
that's who I would
everything else
figure.
they got in that trade from Washington. Oh boy.
For all of you who don't know, we had picks that went all over the place. After the first 2, we were all done, except for one of us who did win. Everybody was all over the place, and this has been an exciting first round. And we're only just about halfway through.
We're not even halfway through this.
Yeah,
Yep,
this
we
is
got
insane.
the
This
draft
is
runs to
insane.
11:30, right?
First
I
round
have
normally will
not-
go until about 11:30. Yeah.
I have not seen a first round with this much movement in a long time.
Yeah,
Brady,
same.
yeah.
I love
There
this.
will be at least one more trade.
I think there'll be
Definitely.
2.
The most that's ever was 3. And that was a
I think
few
you'll
years
see
ago.
2 more because I think New England's
I have
going to
one.
trade down, and I wouldn't be shocked if another team who needs a receiver tries to move up.
Well, you got 3 of the best receivers are off the list now.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't. Who the hell is watching Disney?
Eric Hop mentors.
So I'm on the ABC broadcast, so that's probably why.
Do you know how many times I have to listen to "We don't talk about Bruno in this house"?
Are we talking about Bruno Mars for?
Now I'm
All
just.
right, you know what? Draft is paused for a minute because we're waiting on the pick. We can talk Disney if you want. The greatest Disney movie of all time is The Lion King.
Thank you, Mike. There's no competition.
The
Excuse
second
me.
best is Aladdin.
You guys know nothing about Disney movies. The
All
best
right,
Disney
Mark.
movie ever made was Sword in the Stone. Get it right.
Oh, will you stop?
Followed by Robin.
Wait.
Hood. Those are
Mark,
the 2 best
wait.
Disney.
Those
Hold
are
on,
2
Mark.
worst
You're old
Disney
Oh,
enough-
you know nothing. If you could walk
You're
out
old
your
enough
house
to
and you're
remember the
whistling
Sword
the
of the
song
Stone, right?
from Robin Hood, it did its point. Robin Hood has the best opening tune ever in a Disney movie.
Wait. Mark, do you remember when the sword was actually pulled out of the stone?
Yeah, it was ripped out of my back. That's what's missing from it. That's why I fell apart. Funny enough, Mike, as my name, Old Ops Guy, I've seen a sword pulled from the stone. However, it was a little plastic one that a kid pulled out in Disney World War. That was pretty cool.
It sounds like one of those old Happy Meal toys from McDonald's.
Mind you, a Happy Meal, original Beanie Baby Happy Meal toy. If you want to hear something funny quickly before this pick comes in, the raccoon in bag sold for $22,000.
Wish I had that right now.
So do I. 22
All right.
grand for a
Back
Happy
to
Meal.
the draft.
We gotta go back to the draft. Pick number 14, according to Dov. Ravens are taking safety Kyle Hamilton.
Whoa.
Wow.
They just cut the Redskins' legs off right
The
there.
Commanders.
Commanders.
They're still the Redskins, but they're the Commanders.
They are not the Reds. Listen, I wish they had stuck with Washington football team. I'll be
Seriously.
honest.
Honestly, yeah, just stick with that.
It's
Either that or
classy,
just name
you know?
them the Senators and at least give them a name that
No,
had
no,
once
no.
been used.
My idea was the president, and each guy on their helmet has to have a picture of their favorite president.
I wonder how many Obamas would be up there.
I wonder how many George Washingtons, man. That's how I'm wondering.
It would be like a lot of Lincolns, a lot of Washingtons,
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
There are a bunch of people on stage for this one.
Yep.
A lot of talking, I guess. Coming up.
Emmitt Smith has been announced. He will announce the third round Dallas picks.
Nice.
Yeah, there was a whole list for tomorrow night's picks. I'll see if I can find those. I think Adam Schefter had it.
Yeah, a friend of mine just sent me the text. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Mike, did any one of your guys who you're following confirm the Ravens pick yet?
No, I went to go look up the pickers for tomorrow
Okay, fair enough.
really quick. Okay,
Jordan
so
Davis is official.
Jordan Davis is officially a Philadelphia Eagle.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
so for tomorrow night, the Cardinals will have Aeneas Williams. The
Great
Falcons
cornerback.
will have Warwick Dunn. The Ravens will have Matt Stover.
Nice.
The Bills will have Stevie Johnson.
What?
The Panthers, Thomas Davis.
Okay.
The
Good.
Bears, Matt Forte.
Ooh.
I loved him too. He was a good
love
one.
Yeah.
Matt Forte.
The Bengals,
What's his
Isaac Curtis. I don't know who that is. The Lions, Barry Sanders.
Of course.
The Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones.
Okay.
Houston will have Jonathan Joseph. The Colts, Anthony Costanzo. The Jaguars, Tony Basilli. The Chiefs, Tony Gonzalez. The
Okay.
Vikings, Ed Marinaro. The Patriots, Lawrence Guy. The Saints, Cameron Jordan. The New York Jets will have Darrell Revis. The Steelers will have Don't Go Chasing Claypools. The 49ers, Eric Armstead. The Washington Commanders are going to have Santana Moss.
Santana Moss.
Those are the second round. For the third round, Cleveland will have Andrew Hawkins.
Okay.
Dallas, Emmitt Smith. Denver Broncos, Elvis Dumerville. And then
Oh,
they could be
wow.
like, Elvis has left the
Okay,
building.
what is this suit, Jordan Davis?
You know,
What's with the red stripe?
Oh, maybe that's to
Cutting through the
represent
red tape.
Georgia.
Oh,
It's a weird
Vegas
style.
will
though.
have Marcus Allen. The Chargers, Austin Eckler. Okay, the Chargers and Rams might go back to back tomorrow. The Rams will have Steven Jackson. The
Doesn't even
Dolphins
fit his
will have
head.
Larry Zonka. The
Larry.
Giants, Amani Toomer. The Eagles, Joe Dornbos. The Seahawks, Shaquem Griffin. The Bucks, Simeon Rice. And the Titans will have Billy White Shoes Johnson.
Johnson. What a
Those are your
football
pickers
player.
for tomorrow night.
That's awesome. The hat doesn't even fit this guy's head.
Don't
Oh,
mock
it-
people with big heads. It's rude.
Ugh.
I would know. I had the special order helmets in baseball.
6'6", 341. My God.
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
his
They got a
combine.
beast.
Jesus. That's a big boy.
Oh, Albert Breer 4 minutes ago. The Ravens are taking Kyle Hamilton.
Wow.
Okay.
They must really love the show Hamilton.
Well, you're now adding back to a Ravens defense that was once elite. You're bringing
Yeah.
in one hell of a safety to help run.
And they
that
signed
secondary.
Marcus Williams this
Yes.
offseason from New Orleans.
Yes.
And then
So-
you're gonna pair that with a healthy Marlon
Oh my
Humphrey
God.
and Marcus.
okay. I just gotta
Peters.
say, Mark, I'm terrified. The speed from this kid on a defensive tackle, Jesus.
Yeah.
He eats people. He does.
Jordan
He-
Davis is a legit freak.
He's. I
Listen,
mean, look at him. I'm sorry. If I'm blinding up against him, I'm handing him the ball and say go.
Yeah.
here's the thing.
That's me.
If you watch the Georgia defense all year, like most of us did because they were on TV a lot, he was the best player on that defense.
Yeah.
Trayvon Walker should give half of his number one overall pick money to Jordan Davis.
Pretty much.
Like,
Yeah.
here you go, friend. You helped me become number one overall.
All right. So We know Baltimore's taking Hamilton. We are waiting out on Houston.
And if those of you need a translation, that was, we know where he's going and we're waiting on Houston.
Yeah.
Jermaine Johnson. For the
Oh
love of
my God. The Eagles trade up again with the Texans.
Wait, what?
again?
It says, Dov, the Eagles traded up again with the Texans. They moved up to 15.
Oh, wow.
Fuck. Sorry.
Oh, by the way, just to switch topics, the coolest play in baseball just happened in the Cardinals Diamondbacks game.
Uh-oh.
Yadier Molina stole second base.
Oh, was there a throw?
Yeah.
Was it defensive indifference?
No, the throw is high.
Good for him.
Oh, isn't Molina like famously slow?
Yes, he's
Low
also
and old.
38 in the catcher. No, I've got the Texans are picking.
Well, maybe my guy Dov was wrong.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got Kenyon Green.
All I know
going
is
to
this is just
Houston.
looking better and better for us.
no. He said
I actually
Okay.
with the Texans, but they traded up. Yeah.
okay, yeah, after trading now with the Eagles with pick 15, Texans are selecting offensive lineman Kenyon Green.
Texas A&M.
They're taking Green? Either they see something that I haven't read about, but I had him fall into the second round.
Okay, hold on. Dov says Philly has not traded with the Texans, but they have traded up with
Yeah.
somebody.
Yes.
New Orleans?
Oh, who said
Or
that?
the
Well, New Orleans would be
Chargers?
the only pick
Dot-
left.
Oh, Washington's not trading down again.
So
Now
Dov,
that
this,
they lost their
uh,
safety that they
Tom,
covered.
this guy name is Dov Kleinman. He's an independent NFL reporter.
Okay, yeah, I know what that is.
He's been on the money with these.
He has been absolutely on the money.
Yeah.
He tweeted immediately after that. He's like, actually, sorry, it's not with the Texans, but they did trade up. The Eagles
Okay.
have.
We have news from the
Here's the Ravens
Giants.
pick.
This is from Art Stapleton, I believe, of The Athletic. Let me just double check that. No, he writes for The Record and USA Today. He says the Giants are going to play Evan Neal at right tackle. So
Okay.
Evan Neal will be the right
It
tackle.
says,
Oh my God,
Ravens
Mike!
have, whoa, there's news out there.
Ravens have traded Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals.
What?
Wait, is this Dov
Wow.
again?
Yeah, the Ravens have traded Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals.
For
True.
what?
Well, we don't know yet.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Well, that's a stunner.
Can I say something? I think that's a win for the Ravens.
Yeah.
I think that's a massive
But
win for the-
now they need a receiver.
Receiver. Right now, all you have is Marcus
But
Mark
here's the
Andrews.
thing. If you're trading Hollywood Brown, maybe you're getting 23, and you could get Traylon Burks or one of the other receivers you really
My
like.
God, what are these trades?
That's 4.
That's a lot of trades so far.
Yeah.
We're-
Here it is. Ian Rappaport, the Ravens sending Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals.
Yeah, we got to see the details on the trade though.
Mike,
Now you-
Mike, talk about pressure. Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Absolutely.
And
But now look
Dov-
at Hollywood Brown to have
Ooh.
100 reception year.
Amped it up massively. You know what, though? Also, the pressure goes to Hollywood Brown because he hasn't lived up to the expectations in Baltimore either.
He has not. Wow. This is
So
impressive.
now you have a 3 receivers. Okay. Oh, so here's a trade from Tom Pelissero. Ravens have traded Hollywood Brown and number 100 to the Cardinals for number 23.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it's
And we just had a
Hollywood Brown
post
for
from the
first.
Dallas War Room. The quote says, feeling lucky. I don't know what just transpired in Dallas, but something did.
But here's the thing. I know Hollywood's in
Wow.
California.
With number 16 in the draft, the Commanders are going Jahan Dotson.
Oh, I like it. I
That makes
like
sense.
it. I love it. I want some more of it.
That is from Dov. Everything I'm saying is from Dov Kleiman because he's been nailing everything.
Don't know the guy, but he's been pretty on
Jahan
target.
Dotson's a stud.
I'm gonna start following him
And
on-
Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel.
Pick number 14, but what did he say about that?
Unless now Washington says to Terry McLaurin, hey, you may want your bag, but hey, we just got a guy. That's an interesting scenario. Dan, you're down in You're down in the DC area. What's the vibe on Terry McLaurin?
Yeah.
I mean, just like everything with the Commanders, it's a lot of the same questions. Is this team going to be really good? And the controversies around the team, a lot of it is just like we just don't know what the identity of the team is.
Wow.
That's true. That's fair.
This has honestly been the craziest draft I've
In the
can
last
remember.
few years, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
So far, so good, guys.
Boy. Hollywood Brown and number 100 for 23.
That's to show you. I mean, Marquise Brown was coming into the last years of his contract, so they got control for at least 2 years on him. So that's great for St. Louis. I mean, sorry, for Arizona.
Well,
Oh, hey,
St.
Noah,
Louis
can you
too.
send that
St. Louis
guy's,
is Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. You know,
Oh,
Name?
shit.
Here,
Can
I'll
you
send
send
his
that
name.
guy's Twitter in the our Discord? Because I cannot spell his name for my life.
Dallas is going to have to move up.
Tom, you
I'm
want me
looking
to
at the
spell it
predictions
out? You
going
got it.
down. If Dallas wants who they want, they're
If
going
you
to have to
could,
trade ahead
yes.
of Baltimore.
DOVKLEIMAN.
I put it in the chat, Tom, if you need to see it too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
In the Zoom
Oh,
chat.
the Zoom. Gotcha.
Yeah.
For some reason I just cannot figure out how.
Yeah,
the
I was
hell
gonna say,
spells
he
his
has-
first name.
He has been knocking him out of the park with this. He has been predicting everything. We got
I know who's. I've seen his name 1,000 times on Twitter, but I could not tell you how to spell it.
Oh, so Josh Weinfuss, who is a staff writer for ESPN, just tweeted out, Kyler Murray gets his receiver. He and Hollywood Brown played together at Oklahoma.
I forgot about that.
Right.
Murray, CeeDee Lamb, they got him Hollywood. So was that a thing? Were the Cardinals trying to get CeeDee Lamb as well?
I know I can tell you right now Dallas was not interested. Mark, I don't know if you thought differently, but
No. I didn't even know they talked about it.
I
Well-
would doubt Dallas would want to talk.
No, Dallas is not giving up CeeDee Lamb. They are not starting over.
Well, I mean, they
CeeDee
traded
Lamb
Amari
is now the
Cooper.
new
How could you?
face. Is the new face
CeeDee Lamb's the number one in Dallas. 100%.
in Dallas. Gallup will be 2, and we'll see
Washington.
if they can. We can see who's going to be. Well, we got James Washington, which I loved him
Yeah.
in in Pittsburgh.
I would safely say now, Mark. I think Dallas taking receivers off the table.
Yes, I agree with you. I think they will now either end up with Penning or Zion Johnson. Either one of the two of them is what's land at 24.
So-
Unless they get feeling that Baltimore is going to try.
All right, so we know Houston's taking Green, and we know Washington is taking Jahan Dotson. So now we are currently waiting on the Chargers. The broadcast is very far behind.
Yeah, I like Jahan. Yeah, we're going to start being really ahead. I like the Jahan Dotson pick, but I'm surprised no Traylon Burks.
Well, if I'm Green Bay at 22, that's my guy.
He better be.
Because they need to
He's
get
starting
Aaron
to fall
Rodgers
into your
something.
lap
You got to give Aaron Rodgers something. At some point, he might get the 5 of us to play receiver for.
I'll do it.
I'll do it too. I mean,
And I'll take
I'll
take a small contract. I won't be crazy.
Listen,
$2 million.
I'm
I'll
an Aaron
take
Rodgers
Waterboy.
guy, so
I'll take Waterboy.
Waterboy. Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to end up being eventually.
That's the only position I can actually play without getting hurt.
For
kicker.
a couple of million, I'll even try cheerleader.
With my back?
Not in Green Bay. No thanks.
No, thank you. You kidding
No,
me? I
thanks.
couldn't do half the high leg kick with our college
You'd be
cheerleader.
lucky if I could do a cartwheel.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I like that trade for the Cardinals.
I do too. I
Well,
love it for
think
the
about it,
Ravens.
Love it for the Ravens. I like it for the Cardinals too.
Well, the Cardinals get one hell of a receiver out of it.
Right, and they
And
pair
a guy
him-
who needs to play well too.
and the
he's
guy.
healthy.
But here's the thing, Mike, with receiver and quarterback, if you've already got built-in chemistry, we've seen Burrow and Chase, it can
Well-
click.
Right. That's what you're hoping for. Here's the other key to all of this. The health of DeAndre Hopkins.
That could be a big factor why
That
they
is
maybe pull the
huge in
trigger.
this. Because if he's healthy, Hollywood Brown, Hopkins, and then they brought back AJ Green.
Yeah.
It's a
big.
deadly
know.
3.
Very deadly 3.
You know, and Kyler, you know, James Conner, they brought him back after a great year last year. They need to replace Chase Edmonds, who went to Miami. So they need to get someone at some point in this draft. We'll see what they do later on. But listen, Baltimore, I like what Baltimore did. Kyle Hamilton, going to help in the back end. And now at 23, they can either go O-line or they can go receiver, whether it's Traylon Burks who's there or someone else who they really like. Because now Dotson's off the board. Both Ohio State guys are off the board. Drake London's off the board.
Yep.
So I outside of Burks, I don't think George Pickens is a first round receiver.
He's probably
No.
a second round pick.
You know, so
Wow. And now I'm thinking it's Steelers taking the first quarterback.
Well,
However-
they're in the prime position to.
New Orleans is still before Pittsburgh
at 19.
at 19.
Yep, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking. They might
we
take
got-
him there.
Oh, we've got to pick. The Chargers are taking offensive lineman Zion Johnson.
Wow,
That's
okay.
good.
I'm glad he
That's
didn't go to
fine.
New England.
That's one of the 3. I'm still hoping Penning keeps falling.
Yeah, Penning hopefully keeps falling. If we don't end up with Penning, if we end up with Linderbaum, I'd be happy.
I'll be very happy with that too. Don't get me
I'll
wrong.
say this. I like what the Chargers are building on that O-line.
Chargers are they have to, Mike. Look what they have to go against in that division.
No, I mean,
They
you're
have to
adding
shore it up.
Zion Johnson. They took Rashawn Slater last year.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, I would like for them to address receiver also. Keenan Allen's going to turn 30. Mike Williams just got paid. Actually, they'd be a good spot for Jarvis Landry, too.
You know, there's another name on here we haven't talked about, and that's N'Kobe Dean.
Holy
I don't
shit.
know if he goes
Holy
tonight.
shit.
What?
This better not be fake. Apparently, A.J. Brown is going to the Eagles.
What? Eagles are trading for Titan
It's
star
not
wide
fair.
receiver AJ Brown.
That
Are
better
you-
be fake news, Tommy.
Dude, it could be. I'm only,
No,
you know,
Mark,
I had
But-
a few to drink.
it's per Schefter.
No.
Adam Schefter, blockbuster trade Titans, A.J. Brown. What can Brown do for
God.
Oh.
Wait a second. I just thought of this. What does this mean for the future of Ryan Tannehill?
He's done. It's Desmond Ritter.
It has to be.
So here's the deal.
Or Malik Willis if he falls.
Philly's now put the pressure on Jalen Hurts because they just got him a dude.
Holy
Give me one
crap.
second.
Trayvon, you better be ready.
Wow. Yeah, Trayvon, you gotta step.
Oh.
Is there a corner we like, Mark, at 24?
There's a couple of them, but with the way Zach Martin and Tyron, we can't not take somebody to shore up that line, or we're going to be playing from behind every game.
Oh my God. I don't know. Oh my God. Like Eagles have gone from like I'm not that afraid of to, oh my God, I'm scared.
And you know, you got Jalen Hurts, you got young Devonta Smith, you got the only key is Jalen Hurts can be able to throw to AJ Brown.
They're further behind.
You like Neil better than Rush?
But that is the biggest shock of the night.
I was more surprised.
Yeah.
I thought the Hollywood Brown was going to be the biggest blockbuster. That
Wow.
just superseded it.
Wow. Eagles got away with murder. It's only the 18th overall pick and a third. That's it for AJ Brown.
That's what the Titans took.
always a
That's all the Titans took.
And that's all I'm at.
But mind you, the only one good thing is that AJ Brown's on a
Zion
one-year
Johnson.
contract.
Mike, where are you, buddy?
Offensive line BC.
Mike, did you hear the details of the trade? Mike.
I think he fell.
Oh,
No, I think he's good. Yeah, Mike, did you hear the details of the Eagles trade?
I didn't get the breakdown yet. I just saw the Schefter report.
18th and a third. That's it.
Oh
I think
boy,
it's decent price.
we
Wow.
need a conversation.
So
It's
Titans.
somewhat
robbery.
decent. It's a little steep, maybe, but
The
It's a robbery.
Titans took a first-round pick and a third. That's it for AJ Brown.
We need a real
Which means they had no
conversation here about
confidence in being able to
Tennessee.
sign him longer than that.
They had no confidence in him.
To sign him in a long-term deal. So you can forget anything about Derrick Henry and anything because teams are going to stack the friggin' box until they can prove.
Could they trade Henry?
At some point,
If you're going to rebuild, why not? I mean, now
Well, the
is a good
Titans are
time
going
to
to
send him.
take Traylon Burks or something, right? I mean,
No, Green Bay has to.
Well, we'll see.
the Titans will be an 8.
I think. Can I say something crazy now?
What?
The Colts are winning the AFC South.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
The Indianapolis Colts are going to win the AFC South, but Titans just conceded the whole division.
Yeah, the Titans, unless they think Traylon Burks is going to immediately just produce,
but
which I don't.
Again, it's Robert. You have Robert Woods, who's coming off an ACL,
Correct.
and then who?
Yeah.
Look,
Dan,
there's still receivers out there.
we're talking
from
AJ
Ohio
Brown
the Titans
trade,
can go
Dan.
get.
AJ Brown to Philly.
That's a stunning trade. Like,
That's
I mean,
this draft has been insane.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. Is it really that good for Tennessee? I mean, Tennessee didn't really get much.
Oh, yeah, no, it's highway robbery by the Eagles.
yeah, no,
Absolutely.
I think the Eagles definitely. This
Danger
definitely
zone.
benefits Philly than does.
Oh, yeah, way
Tennessee.
more.
I'm
All
kind
right,
of stunned by it.
So to recap, everybody. So the Eagles have traded for Titans star receiver AJ Brown. The Chargers have taken Zion Johnson guard. Tennessee is currently on the clock. And we are waiting for their
Tennessee's
pick.
on the clock.
They
This is the
got
Philly
18.
pick.
Yeah, they got 18.
The Eagles got Jordan Davis and AJ Brown and kept their seconds.
Wow,
right?
this could be Malik Willis though.
This could be anything.
That would
This really could be
be the
anything.
funniest thing, especially to poor Pittsburgh.
Wow.
I got to talk to Mike Vrabel and John Robinson about this one. I'm flabbergasted.
I think we need to go get Des Bryant back, Noah.
No, I want Deion Sanders back.
I got to be honest with
Pick
you.
us in on Tennessee.
I don't know who's had a bet. This is no disrespect to the Jets, the Giants, or any other team who's got 2 first-round picks. I don't know who's had a better night than the Eagles.
Eagles have had a great night.
Have had a good night.
Eagles have had a really good
night.
The only thing about the AJ Brown trade is he's on a 1-year deal right now.
Well,
Unless he signs
if you're
an
trading
extension.
for him, you're signing him.
You're signing him if you're trading.
Oh,
for him.
obviously.
There's no way.
Obviously, I'm just saying he has to sign an extension.
And I think there has to be
Replacement. Titans are taking Traylon Burks.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. So Green Bay's out on receivers. So
There's no way Dallas doesn't take offensive line at their 24.
I am so I'm at a loss for words.
I am too. This is
This is
insane.
like,
this draft has been wide receiver heavy.
This has been wide
The first
receiver heavy.
18 picks.
I got to be honest with you. Like no, we talked about with the Hollywood Brown going to Arizona, the pressure's on Kyler Murray. It amped up in Philly on Jalen Hurts
Yeah.
pretty quickly too.
Okay, here's the thing, Mark, and I'm looking at this. If the Cowboys wanted to go Trent McDuffie, I would not be against it. or Andrew Booth.
Andrew Booth, I would understand. I don't know. I'm not as high up on McDuffie. Right now, all I'm thinking about is Dak Prescott eating a lot of dirt right now, unless they get another piece to help.
Yeah, because they got Jordan Davis. Damn it. Oh, my God.
Dallas has
Philly
no
just
choice.
made your life a living nightmare.
It's Penning or Linderbaum. That's who it is at 24.
It has to be.
Oh,
It has to be.
There's
So
no way
thank
Dallas is
everyone
taking
for
a
joining
receiver.
us on this.
This has been insane. We could
live
not have
extravaganza of the draft.
picked a better draft to do this for.
Right.
No, we could. Listen, had all this stuff happened tomorrow night during the second night, we would have texted each other, go, we picked the most boring first round.
Yeah, right.
Well, if today was as exciting as anything, can you imagine what tomorrow's going to bring?
Oh, man.
5 trades. No, 6 trades in the
6
first
trades.
And
round. In the first round.
let's
That's
face
a
it, there
first.
could still be more.
I'm expecting there to be because we're now
New
going
England,
into-
I think, is going to trade down. I don't know why. I just expect them to always trade
Wow,
down.
New Orleans could
Ooh.
trade back.
The Eagles just gave AJ Brown an extension.
Yep,
that
that's
was
what they're doing.
fast.
4 years, 100 million, 57 million guaranteed, 25 million a year.
Wow.
That was fast.
That-
Wait, what's the deal, Tom?
4 years, 100 million extension, 57 million guaranteed.
Jesus.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. What a draft. Holy we still got an hour and a half to go, too.
We
Yeah.
got time. We're at what? 18?
So yeah,
18.
we're waiting for Traylon Burks to be
Traylon
simplified.
Burks will be in
Currently, New Orleans is on the clock after they traded.
Okay,
with
so we're
Philly.
actually caught up, I think, because the Titans are about to.
Yeah, we're caught up
announce
pretty
that.
well.
Oh, man.
Traylon Burks is about to be announced.
Right.
Philly gets A.J. Brown. They signed to $100 million. Boy.
Talk about the love for him.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Reagor in the slot. And then Dallas Goedert.
Oh man,
Did you see Lamar Jackson immediately after they traded Marquise Brown? He retweeted something that says, "What the fuck? We got rid of Mark Hollywood Brown." Like he was pissed. He
I
lived
think
within
Lamar
our
will
know.
understand the business side.
Yeah, you would think maybe he knows something about this was going to happen. It looks like he was
Actually,
blindsided.
I wonder about this now with Hollywood Brown. Do the Ravens call San Francisco on Debo?
oh!
There's your curveball in
Wow.
all of this.
If the Ravens get Debo, the AFC North is insane.
No.
That would be
Forget the
interesting.
North. The AFC.
Yeah, the AFC is just insane.
It is as we're talking.
Because AJ Brown and Marquise Brown are the two big stars right now to go from the AFC to NFC finally.
Oh my
by the
God,
way-
Titans Twitter is very depressing right now. And Jeffrey Simmons just tweeted, "This better not be true."
You know what?
Well, it's true.
I want to say this because if all it took was what did it take? This year's first and a third for AJ Brown to go to Philly?
Yeah.
There's a lot of GMs who need to be asked, why didn't you pull that?
Why
trigger?
didn't you pull the trigger on this? Why didn't Green Bay pull the trigger on this?
That's the
I
one.
don't understand. That's what I'm thinking is why is Green Bay not making any deals to go get AJ Brown?
I mean, you trade Devontae Adams, so I mean, that's a need.
All right, so we're currently waiting for New Orleans. New Orleans is on the clock.
Throw the other curveball here in New Orleans. Let's roll.
That was very quick.
Oh man.
Feel horrible for the quarterbacks.
Oh, they're about to come off. One of them's going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You would think so, but the way this has been going on, it wouldn't be surprising if they didn't.
I will admit, I think Traylon Burks has a lot of potential in Tennessee. It's
I do
just-
too. Watch him play against Alabama this year. He was great.
Yeah.
Hey, Noah, you probably are going to pull a gun and shoot me for this.
What?
Dallas, after they make their number one pick, if there is a top tier quarterback left at their second pick in the second round, Dallas takes somebody to back up Dak.
If you wanted to do a Sam Howell or a Corral, maybe,
Yeah.
but
That's what I'm thinking. I think if they
I
keep
think-
dropping it, you have an opportunity.
I think Cooper Rush is fine though.
Oh, what a rush.
Well, he can rush the ball. We've learned that.
Yeah.
I'm just not confident with his throwing scheme.
Well, I just think you have way more needs.
So
than
Matt
that.
Miller at NFL Draft Scout works for ESPN. And he does a lot of other stuff. My pre-draft comp for Traylon Burks was ... couple of enters, AJ Brown.
They're doing it right now. Traylon Burks, AJ Brown, wide receiver comparison. They're basically similar. All right, currently waiting for the tweet to drop on New
This
Orleans.
could be the first quarterback.
I would say it might be the first quarterback.
It's
out of
If
this.
we're wrong the
Possibility.
first two times, third time's a charm. Maybe we got it.
I was just saying, we thought the Saints when they traded up were going for quarterback. We thought when the Lions were traded up, they went for quarterback.
This is where we could see Malik Willis.
Yeah, I'm with Dan though. This draft has been surprisingly receiver heavy.
This has been fun.
This has been fun.
Yeah, I think the Packers actually were going to think about a receiver. Now they might wait a bit.
Maybe they
can
can
take another receiver.
Maybe they could trade down.
Or they take Jermaine Johnson. Who keeps
Mike,
slipping.
I was about to say Jermaine Johnson's still sitting there. He's a good pass rusher. He's going to be great.
Yeah, there's a Darius Smith
then.
replacement.
Mark,
Yep.
if Jermaine Johnson falls to Dallas, I wouldn't be that upset.
Neither would I. And as much as I am big on Penning, I would understand that.
Cowboys have traded out.
Because here's the
Nice
thing.
try.
Because here's the thing. You're looking at Philly right now, Mark. You got to get to Jalen Hurts.
Yep. And right
Jalen
now,
Hurts is going to run anyway.
Yeah.
right now, Dallas has a big problem. In the
No!
with-
No! The 19th overall pick. Saints are taking Trevor Penning.
Wow.
Fuck! I said they should have traded up.
Hey, no profanity.
Damn it. Damn it.
Damn it,
All right, Linderbaum.
Linderbaum. If he goes before that, then if Jermaine Johnson falls, you grab him at 24.
Linderbaum's good.
Yes. No. I'm just saying. If
Top 10.
Linderbaum's
gets
good.
picked,
Yeah, I just
if he gets picked, then I would agree with Noah and you take Jermaine Johnson at 24. But that I said Dallas needed to trade up to get him.
damn. Yeah.
And either the cost was too much,
Yeah.
which I can't see it really being when you're talking about 5 picks.
Well, see, now maybe do they trade with like a New England to go make sure they get Linderbaum?
Well, now you got Pittsburgh, who we just thought Malik Willis was going to be picked. We thought a first quarterback. Now we're looking at Pittsburgh. Is there something about these quarterbacks we don't know?
All right,
Something about-
Pittsburgh, it's time to take Malik Willis. I'm getting tired of this. Take him right now.
Yeah, I thought
Really?
Kenny Pickett was a surefire thing. Take Malik Willis.
Yeah.
He fell all
You
the way
don't
to-
have a quarter. I mean, Mitch Trubisky, listen, he's going to be decent for. They
But
don't
here-
need an
here-
amazing quarterback to even go to the playoffs. They just made it with
Here's the
Ben
thing,
Roethlisberger.
Tom. All these quarterbacks are projects. Mitch will still play the 2 years probably.
Yeah, exactly.
And Mike Tomlin has said he wants a dual threat.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I would want to be building up Malik Willis for these couple years.
I think
got
I'd rather
Mike
have Malik
Tomlin
Wilson
there.
than Pickett too.
I think it's time. We've been wrong 3 times, but 4th time.
Fourth
My
time,
thing with
apparently.
Pickett is I wonder how much pressure would be on Pickett because he played at Pitt. So I don't know if you're doing a disservice by picking him to play for
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
I just always think it's good to take the hometown kid because your fan base already knows who he is.
That's fair. But man, do you want picket fences or do you want what you're talking about, Willis, going on? Those are the things you got to think about. What are the puns, Noah, that could happen with either of these?
Well, of course, Mike, I know we've got to think about the puns.
You got to
but-
think about the pun. No one ever thinks about the puns.
Trevor Penning is now.
This
Trevor
is
Penning's
who I
amazing.
had as number 1 on my draft card.
Trevor Penning is good. This was a solid pick. The Saints actually have had 2 good picks today, in my opinion. Olave.
Oh, they
Penning,
absolutely
that's
have.
good stuff.
Yeah, again, keys to the car, Jameis Winston. Here you go.
Honestly, here's the crazy thing. I look at every single team so far. I cannot take a single team that has had a bad draft.
No,
You know, I was thinking that too. Now, the Titans lost AJ Brown, but they got Traylon Burks. They might still be all right.
I mean, here's the
I
thing,
mean-
Tom. You know, it sucks to lose him, but you can't if you can't resign him, you can't lose him for nothing.
Exactly. You know, you get Traylon Burks, who he's going to be a good wide receiver. I think he fits their scheme pretty well too.
So-
What they need.
So Ian Rappaport, at 19, the Saints take Northern Iowa offensive tackle Trevor Penning, who they considered taking earlier. So the Saints were
Ooh.
considering Penning when they took
So-
Olave as well.
So the Saints got both their guys.
The Saints got 2 guys who they really wanted. And he'll replace Teron Armstead, who found a new home
Yep.
on South Beach.
Yeah. We get it, Mike.
Hey, man, I can't help you.
But if
No,
you had
we're
to
not-
pick a loser of this draft so far, who do you think it is?
I guess it's just gotta be Titans.
Yeah.
No. Can I go with a team who hasn't picked yet?
Who?
It's the Packers.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
It's the
good
Packers.
point. Good
The
point.
Packers
Yeah.
have lost.
Look what
They
the
have
Titans have
failed
lost
Aaron
in the
Rodgers
span of
once
one day.
again. And I'm going to say this right now. I know he signed a new contract, but if they don't get Aaron Rodgers help, Aaron Rodgers is playing his last season in Green Bay.
Yeah.
He will not be a Packer after this season.
Begs the reason why the bother is he playing this year.
Oh, they did it. First quarterback off the board. It's Kenny Pickett going to
Holy
Pittsburgh.
shit!
Over
Oh,
Willis.
picket fences.
Over Willis.
They went with the
Oh.
home. They went with the hometown kid.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm starting to think Malik Willis could be 24th the way things are going.
I wonder if it's
I mean, okay. Here's a crazy one. If you're Tennessee at 26, do you take Malik Willis?
you got to think about it.
Yeah, if you're gonna if you're
oh my
committing to
God.
rebuilding now,
The Packers are going to take Malik Willis. Then they're going to
Please,
trade Aaron
please.
Rodgers, and it's going to be Malik Willis versus Jordan Love as their starting.
Yes, Mike, I'm with you because I want to watch the city of Green Bay burn.
cheese heads will be melting that night.
I want to.
You know what? If Patchy's listening to this, and I hope he is,
Oh my god!
I just
I want that to happen because I want to
He's
watch.
here. He's listening.
I want to watch Matt LaFleur leave, just retire immediately. I want to watch Aaron Rodgers demand to get traded. I want to watch Aaron Jones demand to get traded. Everything.
Aaron Rodgers goes to the Giants.
I'm not saying anything because I'm not going to be a homer on this thing.
Just the
I'm
way
not
this whole
homering
draft
this.
is gone.
That
would
if
be the
Aaron
clincher
Rodgers
of the
went to
night.
the Giants somehow,
Giants.
I'm done.
No,
Oh,
I'm
God.
not saying that.
Dallas,
I'm not
blow
gonna,
it up.
I'm not
And
going
might
to
as
homer
well
where
at that
Aaron
point.
Rodgers should go.
Oh,
But if Aaron Rodgers wants to come to South Beach and party it up,
All right, Patriots are now on the clock. So Kenny Pickett's going to
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
yep.
this is going to be either a trade from New England or they're going.
If Dallas is worried, I wouldn't be surprised to see a trade here.
Well, I'm refreshing, guys. I'm trying to get the scoop.
So am I.
All right, Steelers pick is in on the screen.
It's Pickett.
Pickett.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
Pickett.
I
First
gotta
quarter-
say, I would have wanted Malik Willis. Sorry,
I kind of surprised Willis.
I would
is
too.
falling before.
I
Well,
think
the guy-
Steelers fans might be a little upset at this.
The
pick at
Dobbs
the
guy
end
is
of the day.
saying big upset, which is a big upset. Pickett going over Willis.
I
That's crazy.
really
I
just
have-
think Malik Willis, the dual threat, that he's such a raw talent.
Well,
And
Pickett
he's got
can
such a cannon for his arm.
Pickett can run too.
Yep, the cannon arm. That's a big part
Yeah,
of it.
Malik
Yeah.
Willis's arm to me is better than Pickett's. Now, I wonder if this had anything to do with it, and I don't think it should. But the competition.
Yeah.
Pickett's playing in the ACC. Malik Willis is he's playing
Yeah.
in Liberty.
Well, you gotta. That's a big factor too. You know, if you're not
But you
playing
shouldn't
against,
penalize a guy on where he gets a scholarship to.
I know.
No,
Honestly, I'm kind of hoping Jermaine Johnson falls to us, Mark, because I would honestly take that.
It's a possibility, and it's not one I'm not entertaining right now. Considering Penning is off, that leaves us Linderbaum, which would be a hell of a grab.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to think that a nice pass rusher like him would be helpful right now.
Yeah, exactly. Mark, I don't know if I haven't read up on this recently because of what I've been busy with stuff. What's going on with Calvin Joseph? Is he off the team?
No. It's
Okay.
a
well,
lot.
he was wanted by the police.
He's
because
wanted
he-
in questioning.
He
had-
was in the car when someone else shot somebody, I
Correct.
guess.
He's technically being considered an accessory after the fact because
Right.
he didn't go to the police.
Right.
Those are going to be dropped when he admits to tell everything he saw. That's
Mm.
all going to be dropped and he'll be allowed to return. He
'Cause-
did nothing wrong. Let's make it clear.
right.
He did not participate. He did not want it. He happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right. So I just hope that maybe he can live up to the hype and him and Trayvon can be the shutdown corners.
So here's something from Field Yates. The Eagles turned Carson Wentz into an extra first-round pick, and then turned an extra first-round pick into A.J. Brown.
Yeah. They turned
Other
Carson Wentz
pieces
into
and
AJ
moves
Brown.
involved, but not a bad trade off for Philly.
So if you want to break down the Giants a little bit, the Giants-Bears trade for last year. Giants end up with Evan Neal and Kadarius Toney, and the Bears end up with Justin Fields. Seemed to even out in my eyes.
Pretty big pick in Steelers history coming up. How often do they honestly
When's the
take a
last time
quarterback that's about to be the starter? Well, might not be the start immediately, but it's like their legit future.
I'm sorry. I don't think Marcus Trubisky is a starting quarterback.
Yeah, but I only Pickett's like your guy right away.
Oh, the immaculate reception again.
Yes, there is the good old Franco Harris.
Why would you do that in Vegas of all places? Oh boy. All right. We'll have to see what else the Steelers do, but they need to work at receiver too.
All right, hold on.
We got something?
I'm just hearing it.
Good for Kenny. Honestly, he was great in college.
Good for Kenny.
Didn't he
was
break
so good on
Marino's
South Park.
ACC touchdown record?
He did.
Noah, you could be
Oh.
100% right.
Ian Rappaport, the Patriots are trading back.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that with pick 21 overall, the Patriots are selecting Trent McDuffie.
I got Ian
Ooh, I don't want
Rappaport
that.
source. The Patriots are trading back.
24 could be Jermaine Johnson now.
22.
There's a lot of talk coming out of the
Oh,
Dallas
yeah,
war room.
tweet has been deleted. My bad. All right, so he's
No,
fixing.
you're good. You are good.
I mean, the guy's about to hit one wrong, you know.
Yeah. I would not be unhappy with Jermaine Johnson at all.
No, I wouldn't be either.
Yeah. I wonder if a team just moved up for, depending on who just traded up.
Nah.
Well, we're gonna see shortly.
Dun 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 dun.
New
All I know
England-
is this has been the most craziest draft in recent
Yeah, it's been crazy. New England continues its tradition of trading back.
Nothing else. There's something going on with 21.
Come on, Dov. Give me the scoop, Dov.
Waiting for anybody.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
There's something going on with 21.
the Patriots were
The
eyeing
Patriots
Trent
are trading back, according to Ian Rappaport.
The Patriots
Yeah.
Oh,
were
the
eyeing.
Chiefs. The Chiefs just moved in to 21.
Oh, I like it.
Tom Pelissero, the Patriots have traded the number
Chiefs are
21
now on the
pick to the
clock.
Chiefs. This could be Jermaine Johnson. This could be a corner. This
Yeah.
could be a lot of things.
This could be Trent McDuffie.
This could be McDuffie.
Or Booth.
Oh yeah.
Well, we know from pre-draft talk that Belichick was high on Duffy. Something must have changed.
Yeah. 'Cause
I
I did-
also
it's
know he
'cause
was high
Dom-
on the linebackers. Dean and Lloyd.
Kleiman did say, Mark, the Patriots were eyeing McDuffie, but instead traded back.
Yeah. I know Belichick spoke very highly of him during his press conference.
I don't know anyone Bill Belichick has never spoken highly of, except for a couple of people.
Well, all
See
we
if we
know
can
is that this draft has proven one hell of a turnout.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, nothing yet. All I know is the Chiefs have moved up.
Yeah. Chiefs have moved up.
So yeah, I'm thinking Mitch Trubisky starts until either A, he gets hurt, or B, he's not that good. And then when Pickett's ready, that's going to be probably sooner rather than later.
Well, here's the other part, Tom, that also you could do. If you're Pittsburgh, if someone gets hurt, you can trade Mitch Trubisky. That's
Yeah.
a reasonable contract for someone to take if you're comfortable with Kenny Pickett. Kansas City since 29, 94, and 121 to New England for 21.
Wow.
That's a lot
So New
of
England or
picks.
KC keeps 30.
Wow.
Tom Pelissero with Kansas City saying 29, 94, 121 to New England for pick 21.
So I was just looking at my final knock I made today. I had the Chiefs taking Jahan Dotson, not there anymore.
This is Jermaine Johnson or a corner.
Yeah, right.
The Chiefs got the pick. Chiefs are selecting cornerback Trent McDuffie.
Yep. They wanted Belichick's liking. So now you got McDuffie off the board.
Packers are now on the board. Packers are on the board.
Jermaine Johnson.
It would make the most sense for
Zadarius Smith is gone. There's not a receiver here worth going to get.
Not in a first round, at least.
Like, here's my thing. If you're Aaron Rodgers right now, like, how do you react to this?
I'm Aaron Rodgers. I throw my keys down
unless
and
they're
walk
going to say organizationally, we're going to bring in, argument's sake, Julio Jones and Odell Beckham. Just argument's sake. We don't even know when Odell Beckham's going to play.
Well, Odell Beckham had to give up his number back to Cam Akers. And Odell Beckham, they said, is at 40% from where he was from the injury. So, in other words, he's nowhere close to being on the field yet.
Right. So, who's catching passes from Aaron Rodgers right now? Right now, it's no one.
John Runyon?
Disservice to Aaron Rodgers continues.
They're about to announce McDuffie.
Yep.
So we're at 21. We're pretty caught up.
Yeah. Dallas has to make a move, and they have to get another pick higher up than where they're at in round 2.
Possibly.
Dallas has a lot of picks, but it's in the low ends.
Your guy's pick is coming up.
Well, we got Green Bay first.
I mean, if Jermaine Johnson's there for you guys, do you guys even need a pass rusher though?
Yes. Because look, DeMarcus Lawrence is definitely one.
Dante Fowler.
Dante Fowler's fine. I don't like the idea of Dorrance Armstrong as the other edge rusher. He's not a bad defensive ball player. I just don't like him as an edge rusher. He's better on the inside.
The disrespect to Randy Gregory that was shown by the Cowboys.
Oh, please.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know. This has been nuts. Green Bay's now on
Wilson
the clock.
on Wilson in New York a lot. Drew Wilson.
It's going to be such a weird thing.
This is where we're at pick 22.
Cam's going to turn on the TV. Wait, we actually threw a touchdown? All right.
Drew Wilson.
Someone called Wilson from Home Improvement.
He was good at hiding.
Oh, he was great.
Indeed, if I had a hide and go seek team, I'd definitely pick him.
Okay, according to Mike Silver, Quay Walker is going to the Packers. Georgia line.
Okay, I mean,
not a bad pick.
That's all right.
I'm sure it's not what Packer fans are going to want.
Somebody that I don't trust 100% said that there's been heavy trade talks regarding Baker Mayfield. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
You're not. I've also heard that on and off, but nothing concrete enough to report about.
Yeah, nothing concrete. It's just smoke.
Yeah. Trust me, Baker's going to be moved in this draft. I just don't know how for what.
Yep. That's my thought too. It has to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Oh boy.
They knew they would never see a first round for him. So they're possibly waiting till tomorrow.
I mean, Detroit had a chance at 32, and they bumped all the way up for Jameson Williams.
Packers are selecting Quay Walker, Dobbs.
Oh, God, my heart's starting to beat out of my chest.
Aaron Rodgers should hold a picket fence outside of Lambeau Field tomorrow and just picket the organization with Kenny Pickett.
The pub master not making his best one on that one.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. I feel for Aaron Rodgers.
I don't.
I don't because he agreed to sign and Devontae Adams was traded. That proves the Packer organization didn't care, in my
No,
opinion.
no. Here's the deal. The Packers had 2 years to sign Devontae Adams. They had 2 years because they could have done it last year. They chose not to sign him. Then they said, you know what? We're going to send you to Vegas. We're going to get a first and a second in return when you probably could have gotten more. Then you come into tonight, and the receiver class is really, really good. And they sat on their hands and didn't do a darn thing when you're seeing teams moving up for receivers, teams doing this. And then the A.J. Brown trade happens, and the Eagles give up a first and a third. I don't want to hear anything about the money Aaron Rodgers makes because Aaron Rodgers has earned every penny on his damn contract. Aaron Rodgers is the only reason the Green Bay Packers are relevant.
That's true.
If anybody wants to hear a more passionate statement told by the great one, you just heard it.
Yeah. Oh, we got a trade.
Ooh,
Bills have traded up to 23 with the Cardinals
Oh,
The Ravens.
maybe they want Andrew Booth.
or Ravens.
they
yeah.
want Booth. That has
They
to
want-
be.
They
Booth
want
or a
Booth.
Lamb.
That would be very interesting.
Booth or
Booth
Brees
going
Hall?
on to Buffalo's defense, that would be very, very good.
Bills have traded.
Look at Baltimore accumulating picks.
Yeah, Baltimore has traded back and have traded with the Bills.
It could also be Kyler Gordon. I like Kyler Gordon. The other
Kyler
one.
Gordon's up there, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess Booth or
I would
Jair
say
Lamb.
Booth.
Listen, the wild card in all this is Jermaine Johnson is also still on the
Yeah, I
board.
remember we were
Dallas.
hearing all that buzz.
Dallas.
The Jets liked him at
Dallas.
4.
Buffalo just jumped him. I'm not putting anything past the Bills.
but I look at it this way. If Jermaine Johnson's chosen by the Bills, Dallas still gets
Linderbaum.
Linderbaum. So
Oh,
either
right. The
way,
Bills, I
right
don't think
now,
are going offensive line.
I'm pretty happy where we sit. If the question is who Jerry actually picks.
And the key for all of this is the Titans taking Traylon Burks because the Arkansas connection between Jerry and Burks could have been a thing. Listen, he loves Arkansas. Arkansas, as some of us call it.
Oy.
I will say another thing about the Packers pick. I like Quay Walker, but I
Good
would have probably
linebacker.
went N'Kobe Dean. I don't know. I like N'Kobe Dean a lot.
Okay, here's from Field Yates. The Bills get 20. The Bills get 23. Wait a second. This doesn't make sense because it looks
For 25
okay.
and 130.
25 and 130. Okay.
Not too bad.
25 and 1. The way Field
mean-
Yates had it written, it looked a little weird.
They were probably worried somebody was gonna take who they wanted, I'm guessing, to move up.
Honestly, Mark, at our pick, I'm okay with 3 people.
Okay.
Linderbaum, Jermaine Johnson, and I know it might be a little bit of reach, but if Bills don't take him, if you go Booth, I'm okay with that.
Can I throw a fourth one out there because he's probably wearing a really cool suit? Just take Michael Irvin.
Because here's the
He would
thing.
have to give back 88, but do it.
If you weren't thinking about Booth, but now because of the A.J. Brown trade, you are, I would be okay with that.
Considering Dallas has to play catch up. Here's the issue. You got Philadelphia now with a powerful wide receiver core, but also a powerful rush core.
Ooh, the Bills are selecting defensive back Khair Elam.
Yep.
Elam.
Ooh, the Florida kid. Okay. This is the guy I don't think Adam wanted.
Well,
Yeah.
these are the two I was saying that it was between him and Booth. Lamb is really, really good. I actually, in one of my mocks, I had him go with like 15 earlier today. I kept reading he was going to rise. They must have been sold on him, and they went for it. I think it's a good pick, honestly.
Now it makes you think. Oh wow. Now you have to make a choice, Noah. Linderbaum or Jermaine Johnson. Either
Wasn't
one I'm
Linderbaum
happy with.
set-
I
Either
might
one
I
go
I'm
would
happy
say
Booth.
Linderbaum. I think that's the bigger need.
I
is
think
the
that's the
offensive
need.
line.
Mm.
Look, with the Dallas team that is on the field, right now, anybody who's going to rush right through is going to get to Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And if Dak Prescott has no time to throw the ball, then what are we doing here?
And here's the thing: the Giants just added Thibodeau. Philly just added Jordan Davis.
Yeah, you got
Washington's pass rush is pretty good. I know they struggled last year.
You need to protect.
I would assume Ron Rivera could turn that around. I would go offensive line here.
That's where Linderbaum comes in.
Linderbaum. I think you got to go Linderbaum.
You know, and listen, if they want Jermaine Johnson, I get it.
It would make sense.
But to me, I also, you guys could tell me if I'm wrong, because I think the Dallas Cowboys over the last really 2 years have gotten into this happy medium of Dak throwing the ball 40, 45 times.
And they can't do that.
They got to
Right.
get back to a balanced attack and running the football.
With
And I think
Pollard
that
and
starts with
Zeke.
up front.
Yeah.
At this point, we know that Zeke has recovered from his PCL tear, and he'll be ready for the start of training camp.
Okay.
You're going to have
Albert-
a healthy Zeke and Pollard. You don't block for them, it doesn't make a difference.
Albert Breer, Bills are taking Kyer Elam.
So we have confirmation.
There's your confirmation. Oh boy. Well, they said, okay, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. New England added Parker. The Jets added some receivers too.
It's the year of
Gotta
the
get a
receiver.
corner. Okay. Trey White's coming off the ACL, and
I would say,
Levi
yeah,
Wallace left.
Jets had Garrett Wilson. Like, yeah.
Yeah, with Moore and Corey Davis and Uzama. Don't forget CJ Uzama.
That's another big one.
Right now, if you want to look at a team that's won this draft, I hate to say it, but the Eagles have done.
Eagles
one
have
hell-
knocked out of the
I wonder
park.
this
Yeah.
now,
They've had a
because
great
it's Dallas and then Baltimore.
Yes.
Baltimore could go to Jermaine Johnson, and then Baltimore would
Yeah.
have gotten Hamilton and Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah.
That
That'd be
is
crazy.
something to behold if you're the Ravens. And then tomorrow, you got to add some weapons and toys for Lamar.
God, look at the Bills' last 5 first-round picks. Rousseau, Ed Oliver, Josh Allen, Tremaine Edmonds, Tre'Davious White. Like, jeez.
And wait a second, and Stephon Diggs, because
And
I think
Stephon
Diggs was
Diggs.
straight for a 1.
They traded a 1 for Stephon Diggs. Yeah,
Which
that's
turned into
insane.
Justin Jefferson because the Eagles took Jalen Rager
Yep.
instead. Sorry, we were talking too well of the Eagles. I had to throw the Jalen Rager pick in.
All right, Noah, we're going to be officially on the clock.
Yeah, I'm still checking Twitter to see if
So am
Dom
I.
can-
Give me some good news.
It's gotta be someone in the offense.
Yeah.
I would think Linderbaum is the best one left.
Unless they like someone more.
What about
Hey.
Zion Johnson's brother, Zion Williamson?
No, he's coming to the Knicks in 2 years.
I don't know if I want him on the Knicks.
I do.
Speaking of which, I believe Phoenix won tonight and Philly won tonight to close out those series.
Mhm.
Philly
NBA
beat
playoff breakdown.
Philly beat or
Toronto.
Yeah,
Philly beat Toronto.
yeah.
So the joke in Toronto was there were some Leafs at that game, and someone wrote, "Oh, no wonder the Raptors got bounced in the first round."
And they lost badly too. Like, that
Yeah,
is
it was
a-
like 132 to 97.
oh my god, those poor souls.
It's all right, Canada. You still got the Blue Jays.
All I care about is the Nets loss. So Durant and Kyrie Irving can go cry in their little
Yeah, seriously.
house.
No
Hey,
love for them.
listen, everyone knew Kyrie had no shot at winning a title this year.
No.
Nothing on the
Eh,
shot. Thank
no,
you.
I
Thank
see-
you.
I see
That
what you
took
did
a
there.
second.
It took me a second too, and I'm like, shot. Oh,
Holy shit.
Dallas taking a while.
Too long for me right now. They're
Again,
going
they
back.
could be on the phone.
Maybe
No, they're not trading. We would have
Oh,
known that already.
Okay, so Darren Urban from the Cardinals. Steve Kahn said the Cardinals will pick up the 5th-year option on Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
Oh, this is pretty funny because Pat McAfee's doing a live show too. He's got Cliff Kingsbury on as we speak.
What is he saying? How did you work this one out?
So Pat McAfee, you get another weapon in Hollywood Brown Kingsbury. And I quote, "It's been in the works for a little while and it worked out perfectly for us," close quote. I'm not listening word for word, mainly because we're live streaming as well. But that's the quote on Pat McAfee's Twitter.
Nope. Jerry's on the phone.
I hate when he's.
I
on
would
the phone.
assume that's with who they're taking.
That's what I would hope. Come on, somebody give me some good news already.
They're taking
The
a while.
Cowboys took Bullseye, the horse from Toy Story 2. Ride like the wind, Bullseye.
Oh, come on. Dom, come on. You had everybody else up like 3 minutes before they were picking.
Well, the broadcast was really far behind.
Oh, okay.
The Cowboys have traded this pick to the
You wanna
Houston
die?
Texans
For Davis Mills.
for Davis
Deshaun
Mills'
Watson.
younger brother, Jerry Mills.
That draft room looks quiet in Dallas.
Too quiet. There's too much talk going on here.
There's too much like I don't know what the body language. What's that body language? What do you think that is?
I don't know.
Come on. This is worse. Sitting here and waiting. I feel like I'm waiting for the needle to be put in and then to inject me to end it.
We're working it. We're working the phones.
I swear.
Nothing yet.
I'm gonna need my friggin' heart medication.
I know. I still have nothing yet.
The pick is there. I don't know what it is.
All right.
All right.
Linderbaum,
gotta
offensive
be.
line.
Cowboys time.
Come on.
Oh, man.
When you see there's no activity on Twitter, you gotta
Tyler
worry.
Smith, according to Mike Silver. Tyler Smith.
Oh,
Offensive
yeah.
lineman from
Bill
Tulsa. I
Kleiman
believe.
says same thing. Tyler Smith.
Tyler
offensive
Smith from
tackle.
Tulsa.
Tyler Smith
I didn't
from
have
Tulsa.
I didn't have him on my top of my board, but
I didn't think he was a first rounder.
neither did I. I had him in the second round going somewhere.
Because there were talks about the Dolphins when they owned the 29th overall pick. More on that later, that they could wind up with him. But no, it looks like Tyler Smith, according to Michael Silver.
Tyler Smith.
I've got Dov.
Yeah.
Dov got him too, going to the Cowboys. Tyler
Yep,
Smith.
I just got it as well.
All right. I don't hate
The
it. It's
lineman.
offensive lineman. So
It's what we need.
You know what? And Tennessee's still at 26, correct?
yes.
Yes.
Linderbaum could go to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Possible.
Oh, that would be a steal.
That's a need.
Or
I
he could go
wonder.
to Baltimore.
You know what I wonder, Mark? I wonder if this is because they want Tyron Smith as replacement.
That, the
Oh,
kid is,
I
I'm
didn't
looking
think
at his
this.
numbers and his
Could there be a
stats and-
relation between Tyler and Tyron?
Not that I know of. That's something we probably would have heard about.
Yeah.
Looking at his
man.
numbers and his size, he does fit the bill to replace Tyron Smith, but he's going to be a big upgrade. So, it's
and
at
you got
least-
to replace Lyle Collins on the other side.
yeah. So I'm
And
not
have to
upset
replace
with this
Connor
pick at all.
Williams.
I am not upset with this.
I
pick
was
at all.
okay with getting rid of Connor Williams. He was
No,
not
no,
good.
I'm
No.
still saying you had to
Yeah.
replace him.
Yeah.
All right, Ian Rappaport, same thing. Tyler Smith.
He's a big boy.
Tyler Smith was just announced on the broadcast.
But that bottom note bothers me, and that was something on his draft card that I had. A lot of holding penalties.
That's just Connor Williams again. Damn it.
Yep.
Oh man, Jordan
big,
Davis
he can
could
move
eat
the
him
line.
alive.
I would have thought Linderbaum would have been the better pick, but there had to be a reason why they went with him over Linderbaum.
Yeah.
So what other holes? Let's just keep going with this because the Cowboys they're a little behind. What other holes do the Cowboys have to hit over the next 2 days?
Well, Dallas needs to draft. They're going to need another linebacker.
Edge rusher.
They need an edge rusher. Then they also need a wide receiver out of this draft, probably around 4th or 5th round.
Yeah.
Just get somebody. Look, you lost Cedric Wilson, Amani Cooper. I mean, it's a big 2 names to lose when you're looking at your number 1 and number 3 wide receivers from last year. So you got
Cedric
CeeDee
the
Lamb, who's very
entertainer,
capable of being the number 1. You have Michael Gallup, who's not going to be 100% ready. So right now they have to be thinking, if they don't take a wide receiver in late rounds, there's still, I mean, looking at the list, there's still a handful of wide receivers out there who could play on a 1-year deal. So one of them still being Jarvis Landry, which, mind you, is not a big uptick, but for what he would cost to bring him into Dallas, not a bad idea. Baltimore is now up.
Well, I don't hate
Jermaine
it.
Johnson, do it. For the love of Jesus, do it, Baltimore.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Zadarius Smith backed out of that contract and went to Minnesota. Use him. Let's get back to old school Raven football. Run the ball, great defense.
I wonder how Moser felt about that first pick.
He's probably having a meltdown somewhere.
I wonder how Patchy's doing, knowing that any chance
he's
of them,
crying himself to sleep.
he might be crying into his beer.
Oh, Patchy.
By the way,
Yeah.
Patch, come on now.
Nah, yeah, if you want to. I'm just gonna berate the Packers a little bit more. Is anyone else here barking? Tom's here.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't know we could hear them. That is my fault.
Okay.
Oh no, it's all good. I just heard random barking.
The bunnies are out now, so they're just staring.
I
out
thought
the
he was
window.
in your room.
No, they're not allowed in my room. Too much hair. These goddamn bunnies are getting them all riled up.
As our fearless leader just texted me, he was very happy he got 1 pick right in the entire contest.
Nice.
Okay.
Mind you, that's better than I did. I didn't even get 1 right.
The Cowboys' offensive tackles are now named Tyron Smith and Tyler Smith.
Yep.
Yes.
They're
Nice.
distant relatives.
And then Zach.
This,
the 2 T's and a Z.
this is a replacement for Lyle Collins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
signed with the Bengals, I believe.
Bengals, yeah.
Yes. Don't worry, Joe. He'll give you protection, but he's going to get a lot of holding penalties.
In Joe's defense, they really worked that line up in Cincy.
Oh God, yeah.
Ali Marpet went there. Ted
Alex-
Karras went there, and Lyle Collins.
Alex Kara
Yeah, Alex Kappa.
or Kappa.
Kappa. Yo,
Kappa.
Kappa.
Kappa Kako.
Capo.
So what is this? The second longest broadcast we've done yet?
Probably.
I have no idea, to be honest.
To our
with
Super
you.
Bowl, to our famous Super Bowl preview
Oh, well,
day.
my 2 years ago, yeah.
2 years
Well,
ago,
last
5.25 hours.
Ravens have 3 minutes left. We didn't hear on their pick yet, right?
Now.
No.
Oh yeah, they're still on the clock. How would we? It just feels like that was.
That
a while.
also shows you how tired we are, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I am.
These poor Raven fans wondering what the hell are we gonna do.
We're gonna take Lamar.
Oh.
Old school Ravens would go pass rusher in my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Oh.
Jermaine Johnson time then.
Jermaine Johnson's where I would go here.
Your
They don't
Baltimore.
have a real need at corner. I don't know if there's a receiver really worthy of taking here.
Offensive line.
Well, Linderbaum's still available, but you also how are they passing on Jermaine Johnson?
Linderbaum or Jermaine Johnson? I'd go one or the other.
I mean, not to say I've been right a lot about this draft because I really haven't. But if it's not Jermaine Johnson here, Jermaine Johnson's going to be in Tennessee.
Taking a long time. Oh, pick is in.
Pick is in.
Lamar Jackson's younger brother.
First time finishing last in division since 2007 for the Ravens. I did not realize that.
Listen, but here's the thing. We can talk about them finishing in last place all we want. Think about the amount of injuries they went through last year.
Linderbaum is going to Baltimore.
Linderbaum to Baltimore.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
I guess they value protecting Lamar.
Well, protecting
and
Lamar.
plus, they're going to open up those holes for him.
Lamar, J.K. Dobbins, because they're not going to rely on the law firm of Devontae Freeman and Latavius Murray like they had to last year. Tennessee, take Jermaine Johnson. Do it.
Yeah, right. He's been the guy that's fell all day.
I mean, if Green Bay can land him, I think they're 28.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
You know, that'd be the pick, and you get Quay Walker and Jermaine Johnson.
Tampa?
It's not a – you know what? JPP's still a free agent too.
Let's bring him to Dallas.
You could do him. You could take Johnson to be the replacement for JPP.
I'm not unhappy with the Dallas pick. I'm actually really satisfied with it.
I am too. I tackle's good. Like I said, we need to replace Lyle Collins and
Linderbaum to the Ravens.
Well, this kid's day was made.
Yeah, he's going to a good organization, the Ravens.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from James Palmer of the NFL Network. The Cardinals and Ravens trade had been agreed upon and kept quiet. Owner Michael Bidwell of the Cardinals this afternoon flew to Vegas, picked up Hollywood Brown and his girlfriend, and brought them to Arizona in time for Brown to come on stage during the Cardinals draft party right after the trade happened.
nice.
So,
Well,
so they kept that one quiet. So I guess that was done a while ago.
Yeah, probably smart to keep it quiet.
I'm sorry. How do you keep anything
Mike
from Adam
Garafolo, the
Schefter?
Jets trade back in the
the
first
Jets are back in the
round.
clock. All right.
Whoa, the Jets are back in the first?
All right.
Jets
let's do
just
it.
traded up
I
with the
blinked my
Titans.
eyes for 2
All right.
seconds. What did I
Holy
miss?
shit, Jermaine Johnson.
Oh my God.
Maybe.
It's a done
man.
deal. They wanted
Hey,
it.
hold up a second. What's the details of the trade though?
Nothing's up yet. I just know they traded.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like,
I would. That's not up yet. I don't know.
I know. I'm not asking.
I thought you were asking.
I'm not asking you guys. I'm just like, wondering.
And Mike
Apparently,
Silver,
Lamar's not happy.
JJ, and the Jets. So I would guess that's Jermaine Johnson.
This makes the most sense because they were talking about Jermaine Johnson for a while. He slid this far. They've probably been waiting and
Gotta tell
There we
you,
go.
Joe Douglas has had a great night.
Joe Douglas.
Let's see.
There it is.
Come on, get it right. Yep, Johnson.
Yep.
There we go. I mean, the Jets, they
Johnson going
got
to the
what they
Jets.
wanted in this draft.
Let me tell you, the Jets are making a case in this draft,
They are.
saying we are changing the aspect of New York football.
Exactly. I do want to see what we gave up, and I'm probably fine with it because this is probably a steal at this point. And we have 35 and 38. I'm sure
Here it
they're
is.
involved.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Lamar Jackson just tweeted 2 minutes ago, WTF at Linderbaum.
And he's also said he's also prepared to leave Twitter and unfollow the organization.
Okay. Here are the trade details for the Jets before we get back to that bombshell for Lamar. Titans trade 26 and 101. The Jets trade 35, 69, and 163.
Wait a second.
Okay.
So the
Not the end
Titans
of the
got
world.
69.
Yeah.
Not
So
the
the
end of the world at all.
Nice.
So the Titans just basically made Titans are actually they're getting back in there. They
They're
got a lot of picks.
manipulating.
They are.
What a
Nice.
first round for the New York Jets.
Yeah, I think Joe Douglas has hit a home run.
Dan, I want a 2-hour vlog on this.
I don't know if I'll give you 2 hours.
I'll give
I
you.
want to hear
trust
the
me.
excitement.
No,
in your
trust me,
voice,
guys.
Dan.
I will give you a blog on how crazy this draft was.
Oh,
By the way, that source comes from Field Yates.
yeah.
So for the Jets, it'll be Carl Lawson, Jermaine Johnson, Quinnen Williams, Sheldon Rankins. They signed Jonathan Franklin Myers. The defense has got to be better than last year.
They are
Talk
they-
about an overhaul.
and they are so pumped in that Jets war room.
Yeah.
What an overhaul.
It's one
for
thing
this
that
team.
I really do trust Joe Douglas when it comes to these trades. He's made some great ones. I mean, if he doesn't fleece that Jamal Adams deal, they're not even picking at 10 today, you know?
I mean, Seattle giving up
That's
2
a very
for
good
safety.
point.
So while the picks haven't all been amazing yet, we'll find out. The trades have been pretty nice.
And now you get Jermaine Johnson and hopefully a healthy Carl Lawson.
Yep, let's hope he's healthy. Maybe he can win comeback player of the year. I'm being very hopeful.
Sauce Gardner was a lot of people's top-rated player in this draft.
Yeah.
DJ
Garrett
Reed,
Wilson
who's
was
good.
a lot of people's
Top
at least
receiver.
top two receiver.
Yep.
So
I thought the Falcons were going to take Garrett Wilson at 8, honestly.
yeah, he fell into their lap. So now it has to be Zach Wilson has to take the next step.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't believe they just did that.
Me neither.
I'm
wasn't expecting
speechless.
And that's a good trade.
Really good trade.
Now this is good night for Joe Douglas. It really is a good night for Joe Douglas.
Yep, agreed. The Eagles and the Jets so far are the winners tonight. So everyone had a good night, though. No one really crashed and burned except maybe the Packers. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, no one had a really bad night.
And there's Jermaine
Yeah.
Johnson, 4.58, 40-yard
You know what? You know who had a bad night? Roger Goodell, because he's had to announce all of these trades.
I
He
thought
has
we weren't allowed
remember-
to do that anymore. The
Huh?
chop. I thought the chop was considered insensitive. Hence why we had
The
to change
Braves
the names of the
fans still
Cleveland
do it.
Indians and the Washington
If we're
Redskins.
banning things, if we can ban things on here, let's ban the chop. Let's ban the wave. The wave is really stupid. Is anyone on board with banning
Bucks
the
are
wave?
trading out.
Huh?
Bucks are trading back.
Yeah.
Okay.
With looks like the Vikings?
Jags.
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, this
Seven
I don't know.
Trades in the first round.
This
Look
this
at
I
the
do not.
Jaguars want here that they couldn't get at 33.
I highly doubt it's a quarterback, considering we've been 0 for the world on that.
No, but they took Trevor Lawrence last year. You're not taking a quarterback.
I know. I was making
Booth?
a joke.
Maybe Booth?
Could take Booth. Could take Booth.
Could be Booth here.
Could take Booth.
Maybe they thought that he wasn't going to get past like KC or Cincy. Because here's the thing. If he falls to Cincy, Cincy could take Andrew Booth.
Since he's going to take someone on that defense. Oh, boy.
Wow.
If they listen, if Jermaine, argument's sake here, I know I can't do it, but let's say the Jets don't trade up and Tennessee takes player X, and Jacksonville moves up for Jermaine Johnson. You end up with Trayvon Walker and Jermaine Johnson, both on that defensive line. That's a win for the Jags. This also could be maybe Devontae White from Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder about that one.
I thought the Bucks were probably going to go for that safety from Michigan, Daxton Hill. I guess they think they could go back and get him. Because I thought they were going to get Marcus May. Honestly, they didn't end up getting him. They need a safety.
Yeah. Dan, you would notice, does Joe Douglas have one S or two in his name?
One,
yeah.
I do know there have been some Douglases who have two in their name.
Skip Bayless, so you don't even want to know what he just tweeted.
Go ahead, say it.
I gotta hear it.
That the Eagles have traded for A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. The Eagles are better than the Cowboys.
Screw him and the horse he rode in.
He is like the ultimate Cowboy hater.
Yes.
He's a fan.
And you can't even tell.
He likes them. He likes them when they're winning. He hates them when they're losing. True force of any Cowboy fan.
No, this is not real.
What?
Sources. Again, this
Who's
could
this
be
from?
Source. Brenton Kelly, former Boston Globe, New York Times. Sources have told CBS Lamar Jackson has requested a trade.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I didn't report that because I didn't know how true it was. That's the second.
He did tweet the
confirmation I've heard of it.
WTF before.
Right. That's the second report I've heard come across that he's up for a trade.
Here's my thing, and this is not a knock on Lamar. Where are you going, bro?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Send them to New York. Send them to the
Giants?
I'm sorry. No, what was the name of that guy again?
It was a woman, Brexton Kelly.
Sorry, didn't sound like a woman name.
That's not the first time I've heard that today. Since the trade.
The Jags are going to take Devin Lloyd.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Fair.
It's a good pick for them. Bucks get. It's a pretty even trade now that I'm looking at it pan out. And the 33rd pick is the first pick tomorrow. So I'm sorry. All I know is the Jets are going to be an interesting team to watch next year. I don't expect them to, be way above.
They're more
500.
competitive than you think.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think they're going to be. They're going to be there, but they're going to be 500, if not a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, year two of the rebuild, they started from scratch last year. New coach, new quarterback, new running back, new wide receivers. And now year two, you can only ask for like 6 or 7 wins considering how bad they were.
Agreed.
But, I mean, it's turning up. And, Zach Wilson was good at the end of last year.
Look, 8 and 9 is not out of the reach for them this year.
I think this Lamar thing is not true.
Well, it's not the first report.
It's something to watch.
It's definitely there's friction. I'll say
that.
Absolutely.
There's something
just
there.
trade the way the guy's number one receiver.
Yep.
No, false. Mark Andrews is his number one receiver. I know he's the tight end.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Mark Andrews. He's a damn good ball
Wait
player.
a sec.
But you take away all his speed. Let's put it that way.
Hold on. Let's get really creepy and crazy in here because there's 2 things you could do. I still think there's the possibility of a Debo thing in Baltimore. I'm not going to throw that away.
Debo for Lamar?
No. Then you probably have to include Jimmy G.
Imagine.
But what if you did Lamar straight up for Aaron Rodgers?
Oh my! I think the NFL would implode.
The entire AFC is put on notice now because Aaron Rodgers has re-entered the chat.
Holy crap! What a thought.
Yeah. Yeah, Devin
My
Lloyd
mind
to
goes
Devin
at
Lloyd.
11
You know who I feel
o'clock at
bad for
night.
All
the
right,
most out of
honest-
all that? Jordan Love.
Yeah. All right. I will say this now. I've liked not just their draft, but as far as an offseason, the Jaguars have had a good offseason.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Devin Lloyd, Traylon Walker, Christian Kirk.
They
Brandon
added the
Scherf.
dude from Atlanta who led the NFL in tackles. I can't pronounce his name. It was like Olison or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Olison.
Yeah. All right. Green Bay, this has to be a receiver. Christian
Green
Watson.
Green Bay is on the
Pickens.
clock.
Give me Christian Watson. We're nearing the end, people. We're at 28, I believe.
28. I have my eyeballs being held open by tape.
Oh, one thing I was gonna say, do we think Malik Willis not gonna get drafted tonight?
That would be
Well,
crazy.
With what's left on the with what's left up there right now with teams, there's nobody who really needs a quarterback.
Yeah, because the
Well, you
Lions
could
aren't in
trade-
32.
Team could trade in,
That would
Well,
be
that's still possible.
but who
The only
that
team that could
is, I
pull
don't
that,
know.
but right now, if you're the New York Giants, you're in the second round, you're 4 picks in. You have to think that has to be an idea on their mind.
You know what? It could, because Malik Willis he's just not as big, but he has a similar skill set to Allen. Big arm, can move around. And Brian Dable and Joe Shane both had Josh Allen in Buffalo.
Well, you know what's gonna happen tomorrow? Ravens trade Lamar Jackson and take Malik Willis. That is a joke, but that would be really
No,
fun.
I mean, if Lamar is truly unhappy,
I mean, when you take to Twitter like that, you're trying to make a statement. Unless he's drunk, he knows what he's doing. He is trying to stir up problems or drama because he's unhappy, and he has that platform and he has that right. But if I think about it, if I was a quarterback, I would not be going to Twitter unless I was seriously pissed off.
and Aaron Rodgers is now on the Pat McAfee show. So,
Oh, that diva always makes it about.
I'm going to
himself.
keep that in line to see if they ask him about this, any of this. Oh. Oh, man.
Wait a minute.
Packers are taking Georgia DT Devontae Wyatt at 28.
Yeah.
No, I wanted them to take Malik Willis while Aaron Rodgers was on the Pat McAfee show.
Oh my God, imagine.
You know what? I've got a new name for the Packer defense. No, you'll appreciate it. It's now the Wyatt family.
Okay. Honestly, I'll agree with this. Devin Lloyd, steal of the draft.
He'll replace Miles Jack, who they replaced, and he went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think he's the steal.
I think he's a good player, really good player. So Green Bay's going to take Wyatt, then New England's on the clock. Or
Yep.
KC.
KC. No, New England.
New England, then KC, then Cincy, then Minnesota because of the
Min-
Detroit trade, I believe.
It's
Right.
for the Detroit trade.
Could Minnesota potentially get a quarterback to possibly replace Cousins in a year or two?
I mean, my thing for that is they took Kellen Mond last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he seems to be the guy. I read some reports on Vikings, so I love Kellen Mond. I thought it was great. That Kellen Mond's very liked in the locker room.
Interesting. Jesus.
Oh man. So now we've got an interesting conversation we're gonna have to have.
Yeah.
Oh boy, because we got a lot of storylines.
I mean, yeah.
for
Oh my
tomorrow.
God, this is insane.
we are not doing a live stream tomorrow night. Sorry.
No,
we're not.
No.
No.
This is the long one for 2022.
Yeah. I will admit the Green Bay defense is now stacked.
Yeah,
Well,
but
we
he
Yeah,
can-
has
but if they
points.
there's if they're not can't put up the points that they're known to put up, what's the point?
I know. Yeah.
Can I be honest? I think the other team, like we talked about teams who've made a statement tonight. You know, we talked about the Jets, Philly, the Lions. The Lions made a statement. Aiden Hutchinson, and then they make that big trade for Jamison Williams.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell's biting kneecaps off. Oh,
So now you're going to have Green Bay on the board, followed by New England, KC, Cincinnati, and Minnesota.
I'm intrigued on New England, and I'm very intrigued on Cincinnati.
If Cincinnati gets Andrew Booth, look out.
Well, I wonder about New England because they could use a corner also.
True.
You know, they lost J.C. Jackson, and they cut Stephon Gilmore during last season. Jackson went to the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. Gilmore signed a 2-year deal with the Colts. So,
Oh,
mm,
when you look at my God, this can't be right.
What?
Isn't Martez Valdez Scantling still on Green Bay?
no, he went to KC.
Oh, right. So they
Signed a
literally do
3-year
have nobody for him. to throw to
KC's
right
new
now.
receivers are Marquez Valdez Scantling and Juju.
I knew about Juju. I forgot about Scantling.
So now the Chiefs' offense is called Mahomes and the power of Juju.
Attacking the power of Juju.
That's the playoff here.
Yes, Mike. I got it.
God. By the way, Juju should have signed with the Cowboys, and then it could have been Dak and the power of Juju.
Mm.
But now Juju will do TikToks with Jackson Mahomes.
Nice.
That reaction. Ugh.
Can we just put both of them on a desert island? Just leave them?
Andrew Whitworth doing the Packers pick?
Yeah, but that's I haven't understood yet.
Well, he won the Man of the Year award, so I guess that's
yes,
why.
yes. I was
he
thinking they
didn't
had
play
a
for the
clone
Packers.
of they had a clone guy or something.
He played for the Rams and the Bengals, so why not have him do the Bengals pick?
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Someone just sent me a picture of AJ Brown in an Eagles jersey. I want to throw up. Oh.
There's a tweet out from Ari Mayrove. I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah, I follow him as well.
Rogers said on the Pat McAfee show that he knew this was going to happen. The Packers had 6 wide receivers they were willing to take tonight. All were gone. That was it.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame them because a lot of receivers went early. So yeah, true. But
The Patriots pick is in too. I found it on Twitter.
who is it?
Cole Strange, and I don't know who he is.
Who the hell
This is the
that?
first I don't know who it is. Pick.
No idea who this
And I'm
is.
glad it's the Patriots, but we all know that the
Offensive
Patri-
lineman at Chattanooga.
Okay, we all know though the Patriots going to pick him. He's going to make a Pro Bowl or something. So
6'6".
Is that who the
301.
Patriots are taking?
Yeah, Cole
Yeah.
Strange.
Cole Strange, 6'6", 301.
That's a pretty strange pick.
Hey, the pun master still has to get another one in.
that is the
Oh, I
first
go
one
all
tonight where
night.
I really didn't know who it was.
Tonight
I
you've
don't
been
know
more the
how he's rated.
thesaurus master, though.
Mm. I thought they'd go corner. They could have used a corner.
Yep.
I wonder what Bill's doing up there. I know he's planning something. I just don't know what he's planning.
You never count Belichick out.
No, can't. They went to the playoffs last year, and I didn't think they were that good.
Hmm.
He could coach anything to the playoffs. I hate him.
You could put him in Tennessee. They make the playoffs this year, even without.
I mean, who
AJ
is their
Brown.
top receiver?
Can we be
Kendrick Bourne?
fair? He could have coached the 0-16 Browns to a playoff spot.
Probably.
He probably could.
Oh my God, the ultimate what if. What if you gave Bill Belichick the same roster as the 0-16 Cleveland Browns?
What would have
He would
happened
say
if
Super
Bill
Bowl
Belichick
bound.
stayed to coach the Jets? I think about that in my dreams every night.
I think about that. Oh, all right. So that's New England at 29. We are on to pick
Devontae Wyatt
30.
has just been officially announced by
Oh,
the Packers.
we're behind. They're behind.
Yeah,
and-
they've gone way behind. Yeah, we're pulling up at 11:14. So I guess
Yeah,
with the trades, it was a little bit longer than usual. Still always a long night on first round.
yeah, it is.
Well, the first
Good
round
job.
always takes longer. Plus, tomorrow's pick time is half the time what it is today.
Is
and
tomorrow when they
luckily,
start
none of
during
us
the day?
have class tomorrow.
Yeah.
I said, luckily, none of us have class tomorrow.
If I have class, there better be a reason why I'm going back to school.
Yeah, and some of us don't have to get up at 5 a.m. again.
Wait a
Yes.
second. Mark, you could be Rodney Dangerfield and back to school.
That was just. I'm sorry.
Um,
My days of doing the triple lending are over.
Calais Campbell to the Lamar tweet of WTF. It's a strange business. SMH.
um,
Ugh. Ugh. We're on. Wait a second. Did I miss something?
Patriots pick has not been announced yet, but it's out.
Yeah,
It's called
just-
strange.
Just Dove just sent. We're on the Chiefs pick at 30, and and the broadcast just announced the Packers pick. So I'm like, what the hell did I miss?
Yeah, this thing.
We're not
So
far
the Chiefs
behind,
pick
but
is in.
the Chiefs pick is, and apparently.
I'm sorry. We need to tone down this draft. They need to stop.
We
Like,
need to stop. We
like
need a
why?
pause button.
Like, there's no reason that this should be like this, like behind. Like, just
You know what's actually funny? Well, this is kind of funny. I just read Diana Rossini said the New York Jets were highly interested in talks in trading for AJ Brown, but the compensation was not matching up. And AJ Brown had tweeted something like some Jets fan tweeted at him, "Oh, come to the Jets," and he was like, "Hell no." So imagine if he did get traded there.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I wonder what that compensation would have been. I want to know.
Good question.
yeah.
Good question.
Because it took a first and a 3 for Philly to do it.
Mhm.
And then
That's
100
so
million.
cheap. That is so cheap.
And then Philly with $100 million. But that's a whole nother
Hell,
conversation.
Mark, I'd say Cowboys do that.
I couldn't when I saw the result, I was trying to figure out what the hell was going through Jerry's head, besides the fact that he didn't have a high enough draft pick to offer.
What's going on with half the GMs in the league?
Well, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
You had 2 at 22 and 28. You could have done that and then signed AJ Brown to what you would have given Devontae.
KC.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I saw the.
Oh,
Did we
Mike.
announce the KC pick?
no.
It's
Oh,
George
by the way-
Karlaftis, who's
by
a
the
pretty
way-
good ice rusher.
Oh, the
Oh,
Purdue
okay.
guy. Yeah. By the way, I didn't say it, but 29 was New England, which was called strange. That was from KC, who moved up for Trent McDuffie. The reason why KC had picked 29 was they had this guy named Tyreek Hill who's really fast, and they decided to trade him to the Miami Dolphins.
Ha
The Chiefs
I
are
had to get
taking
it in there.
defensive end George Karlaftis, whatever his name is.
Karlaftis.
You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
it.
seeing him pretty high up in a lot of mocks.
Yeah, he fell too. No, what were you gonna say now?
Oh, if you really want to, the Bears trade for AJ Brown.
Oh, that would have been great for Justin Fields. But here's the problem: they don't have a first.
You could have offered him maybe like next year's first.
It's possible. Possible.
So there's only 2 picks we don't know yet, which is the Bengals and Vikings, and both did not pick yet tonight, right?
No, because the Vikings moved down.
Yeah.
from 12 with the Lions.
All right.
And the Bengals are at 31 because they surprised the world and went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
So only
Lost
2 more
it.
picks we don't know. We are almost at the end here.
We are nearing the end of the
We're
first
nearing
night of the NFL
completion.
draft.
The final.
And tomorrow, does it come on at 7 or 8, or is it during the day? Do you know?
Tomorrow, I believe
Excuse
it's
me.
7.
Question. Okay.
Thank you.
Saturday afternoon, I believe it starts at noon.
All right. So now we only have 35 or one. Or I think we traded 35 or 38 before, right? So
Yeah,
we
for
only
the
have one pick
Titans,
in the
I think
second, but okay.
35.
You know what's funny? The second round in the opening, the Giants and the Jets have a pick in the top 5 of the second round.
Yeah, because it's the same order as the first for the most
I know, no,
part.
but I'm just saying it's unbelievable.
Yeah, the first 10 picks, 4 of them are New Yorkers. Ahmad Garner, Kayvon Thibodeau, Evan Neal, and Garrett Wilson.
Unbelievable.
But
And I don't think there were 2 teams under a lot more pressure than those 2 coming into the draft.
what,
Right.
Mark?
What?
Oh, you said unbelievable.
No, just saying unbelievable that
All these
even
New
after
York picks.
everything they've done in the first round, they're going to have a chance to even get better.
Yep.
And they're even in positions, no offense, I don't think they'll do it. They're even positions to trade those picks for
Hey,
even.
I mean, before today, I was thinking hopefully we could trade one of these seconds for Debo somehow, but that didn't happen.
No, that's
And I'm
not
happier
going
with
to
Garrett
happen.
Wilson now, honest. Now that I think
Exactly.
about
What do
it,
you need them for?
So
Yep.
this is from Matt Schneidman of The Athletic. He covers the Packers. Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show. I'm going to be out there in Green Bay for minicamp for sure, probably a few more days in May. So, and he also said on the Devontae Wyatt pick, he was in communication with the people in the building tonight, so he knew they really liked Wyatt. Also referenced value of receivers in second and third round that he's played with. Okay.
Go get George Pickens tomorrow or something.
Or
Who I think is
Khalil
pretty
Shaker.
underrated.
Khalil Shakur, the Boise State guy.
Mhm.
So,
Poor Malik Willis, though. I thought he was good enough to be a first-round pick.
Yeah.
the look at what Zach Wilson has to work on with offense is absolutely great.
More than Sam Darnold ever had.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Sam
Young,
Darnold,
great,
number
and
one
time to
receiver was
build up
Jamison
talent on.
Crowder, who was good, but you don't really want that as your number one. I think Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, who had a pretty great rookie year, Garrett Wilson, it's shaping up. And Uzama's a pretty big deal, too. I mean, if he stays healthy.
Zama's big. Yeah. He's
And Jets will probably get a tackle in the second year. That guy, Bernard Raymond, I heard was
Central
linked
Michigan.
to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
So they can add another tackle tomorrow, and then they'll have Mekhi Becton, George Fant, and whoever they choose.
And Nakobe Dean is still available. Is what?
Yeah, good point. I forgot
Minnesota
about
could take him too.
Yeah.
Ian Rappaport, a stunner from New England, the Patriots take UT Chattanooga guard Cole Strange at 29. Just had a coach from another team text me, and I quote, "I love that guy." So the Patriots know what they're doing. Even if we think it's-
I don't doubt that. Even though I didn't know who Cole Strange was, I even said he's going to be a Pro Bowler. I
Wow.
trust him.
So the Bengals are taking Daxton Hill.
Solid pick.
that's
Yeah.
a good pick.
I mean,
It's a good
They need-
safety.
they need
O-line,
secondary
but-
help.
He's a good safety.
And he could play corner as well. He could help
Yep.
them there too. Second
Yeah.
best stacks I know behind Dak Shepard.
No offense, but one more pick to go. Thank God. I'm so tired.
I know.
I've been for this all week.
I
I've
hear.
been
I
excited
hear you.
for it.
Mark, I hear you. I did my last week at GP this week, and I've been getting up at 5 a.m. every day, so I am ready to go to bed and sleep all day tomorrow.
My son's going to be coming in here in like 4.5 hours to come get my Switch to go watch videos. That's he always does at about 5 a.m. Oh boy. Just wait till you guys have kids.
I don't
World's
know if
not ready for that.
Will's not ready for mine. I don't know if I'm even having him.
So
As long as they
this
grew up
is actually a
Cowboys fans,
fun
you're fine.
point, but go ahead.
No, I said as long as when they grew up Cowboys fans, you're fine.
Oh. So this is interesting for Michael Fabiano, Sports Illustrated. If you're Seattle, do you consider moving up to 32 and select Malik Willis like Baltimore did with Lamar?
It's a possibility.
However, there's another team with a lot of second and third rounds that's been very quiet, even though they have Matt Ryan. The Colts have the prospects to trade up and go get a backup quarterback right now.
That's true.
And that would be a
They could-
wise move.
Something that they could not necessarily groom, but I mean,
But are you willing to pay first round money on a backup quarterback right now?
Well, how long are you going to get out of Matt Ryan, realistically?
Realistically, you're hoping for 2 years.
2 years. He gets injured this year. He's not coming back next year. He's too old. Sam Ehringer, yeah, he's okay. There's nothing wrong with him.
Here's my counterpoint to everything you said. Matt Ryan in Atlanta had to throw the ball 40 times a game. So I'm going to be asked to do that in Indy.
With Jonathan
Taylor. And oh, by the way, he has this really good thing. I call it the Great Wall of Indianapolis.
Called the offensive line.
That offensive line is legit with Quentin Nelson, Braden Smith, and company.
Right. I don't disagree. But however, if you prove you can't throw the ball, you stack the box, then you're in trouble.
Well, listen, they have to listen. If they're moving up, go get a receiver.
Yeah, but after the receivers that are taken, I don't know. Right now, all I know is not Carolina. The Colts are in good position, but I still think they're a receiver short. But I don't think they're going to find one in the draft. They're going to have to find one on the market.
Well, go bring in Julio. Go bring in. I mean, that makes so much freaking sense, Chris Ballard. Do it. All right. Has Daxton Hill been announced? Has that pick been announced?
No.
The pick is in.
Pickett's in, leaving us with one more.
And we've only got one more pick that we don't know, which is the
Right.
Vikings.
And Dan, you and Patch are running the second round for us tomorrow night, so you'll be live for another 5.5 hours. Just letting you know. Dan's like, try and make me do it.
yeah.
That's because we know you're off tomorrow night, Dan. That's why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the Jets actually make moves, I'll be active on Twitter. How about that?
There you go. I'll take it.
Lamar just tweeted, "It's not about my new center," with the rolling eyes emoji. Stop that BS.
Jesus. Put down your phone.
He's having an attitude tonight. Like
I said, I personally would not go to Twitter unless I was like pissed off with the organization because it says
He has
such
every
as
right
that's
to
why.
be.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if that deal was done early and they didn't tell Lamar Jackson, that's pretty interesting, right? Because then they say that deal was done.
Yes.
They said that deal was done.
And they kept it from him.
Does that mean you don't even tell your quarterback? That's a little crazy.
Well, they may have had afraid that
I wonder if he would have fought them on it.
Yeah.
or threatened to
Because
leave.
that's what it looks like here. He's fighting them on it.
Well,
And the person
That's
you're
the
putting in the
fifth
hardest
report I've
spot is
seen
John Harbaugh.
about Lamar Jackson asking for a trade. Mind you, they're not solidified rumors like Schefter
Yeah.
and Rappaport.
No, yeah. These were
But he is apparently that upset that he wants out.
well, let's see how that materializes if it does.
Right. Mind you, it's all rumor. We don't know.
But also, don't forget, he's up after the year.
yeah.
Correct.
They were negotiating an extension with him, and he's representing himself during this negotiation. He does not have an agent.
Which
He is
ballsy.
representing himself.
Stupid, but ballsy.
Oh, okay. I forgot to tell you guys about this. Did you see what happened to the David Ojabo?
Jabo?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. Why does no one in the combine place help him?
That was really weird. Yeah.
They
right?
just let him lay there, and he's just
Yeah.
like he's grabbing his leg and he's screaming, and everyone's just like, "Okay, cool." And they just like walk around him like, "Is no one gonna help this guy?"
I saw that, no, and I was a little confused too.
Yeah. Unless teams aren't really there to evaluate injuries, you know.
Yeah, it's like I would figure maybe somebody would at least like check on him, but nobody did. Like, he's take him off your scorecard.
Yeah, take off your scorecard. He's not getting drafted. It's like, help him.
Yeah.
The 32nd pick, the Vikings are selecting safety Lewis Sin.
All right.
Wow.
Dean, I think.
Dean,
Or
Okay,
Sin.
Georgia.
Two good safeties just went off. the
Malik
board.
Willis is not a first-round pick.
Round pick. He'll be an early second round.
He'll
pick
be an
somewhere.
early second.
Now the question I want to ask before we go is who is getting them?
Right now, if I'm looking at the second round and I'm looking at the fourth pick, New York Giants.
I
Giants
wonder
are
about
actually-
Seattle. I think has 2 in the 40s.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Seattle
they try to
picked
move up.
40 and 41.
I wonder
If
if
the
they try to
Giants aren't
move up
sold on
to
a
get
quarterback, then yes, it would make absolute sense.
Like who's at 33? Is it Jacksonville again?
33 is the Bucks.
It's
Oh, it's Bucks.
no, it's 33
No,
is Minnesota. Bucks are 33. I mean,
Oh, okay.
33 of the Bucks, Minnesota 34.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I wonder if the Jags try to pack or the Seahawks try to package those 2 to move up, maybe to Tampa's pick or someone up front,
Possibly.
so they can land them.
Who? Oh, you got Trey Lance to back up. Not Trey Lance. Kyle Trask to back up Brady.
And the disrespect to Blaine Gabbert, Missouri legend, continues. I got him. I got a little bit of a smile at the end. All right, before we wrap it, they just announced the Hill pick.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so 32 looks like it's going to be Lewis Seen from Georgia. I guess we're not going to stay for all 32 because everyone's done.
I'm good.
Okay,
I love
so-
you guys, but
Oh.
enough is enough.
Okay. Before we go, I'm gonna go to the Jets fans because I don't want you just to say the Jets. So outside of the Jets, who won tonight?
Philadelphia.
Billy.
I'm in agreement with Philly. I also think the Giants got a really, really good 2 picks with Thibodeau and Neal.
I'm just gonna say Philly because they did have a great night, but
However,
I will never turn down.
No, I'm not saying you should. I just want.
Also,
I
Lions didn't do bad at all. Got
I'm gonna
Hutchinson
go
and
the
Jameson
Saints.
Williams.
I think the Saints had a good night.
Saints have a good night.
Yeah.
A lot.
But yeah, to me, it's Eagles. They got Jordan Davis. They got
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. They got and they drafted another guy, right? In the
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis.
was it just those 2?
Yeah.
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 They had 3 picks in the first round.
No, they have 2 firsts next year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But Dan, you should be smiling ear to ear.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jets had a great draft.
Jets had a great
Tommy,
night.
you should both be smiling.
because
And Mike, please make sure you get me Adam's address.
Yes, yes. He just sent it to me. I'll tell you off air.
No, just send it to me in a text.
Okay, you got
I don't
it.
think I could write out legibly what it would be.
All right, you got it.
All right.
All right. For Danny Boy, Reginald, Dan Ryan's, Tom Russo, Mark Goldup's, Guy Halpert, and Noah Tremblay, I'm Mike Griffin. You've been listening to the Wishbone Shotgun Podcast 2022 NFL Draft Live Extravaganza. Hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of the draft because if it was anything like tonight, it will be bonkers. Have a great night. Have a great weekend, and namaste.